What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here riding shotgun, literally, with Tunk. He's in the driver's seat in the shotgun. What's going on? How y'all doing? He is hands-free, by the way.
Yeah, hands-free. The only way to be.
We are going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We're going to drop the link, and yeah, we'll definitely talk about them fins. So sit back, relax. We'll be right back right after this. As soon as I find the intro, here it is. All right.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to Liz first in the building. How you doing, Liz? Good to see you as always.
Hey,
Adam
Shake, I got a
Sadowski.
question.
Hold on, your number one fan is here. Michael K, your number one
Mikey
fan.
K?
Yeah, your number one fan.
Mikey K.
Yes. Adam Pandilla, what's up? John Featherline in the building. What's going on, man? Hope y'all are good.
Hey, Shake, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So in your little commercial there, it showed a YouTube play button, like a Chrome YouTube play button, like you get for like how many thousands of plays. Has Cap gotten one of those?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because if he had, I want one. Because I've been putting in work on this freaking channel. Like, I've been wondering if I think like if once you hit a certain, I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
that'd be crazy if we like, qualify for one.
Yeah, shit. As many hours as I put in too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That'd be dope to hang
Crypto
up. That
too,
would be.
Crypto put in a lot of hours too.
That would be dope to hang up on the wall.
Yeah, crypto is another one who put in a lot of hours. Because a lot of the shows that he does here, a lot of the shows I do here, he's mostly with me. So
yeah, not until recently. Now I'm the one who's on the most.
Yeah, well, he's on the drive time, man. He's on the Insomnia, so we just TMIs. But yeah, man, good to see you as always, man. How you doing? Is that a White Claw?
Hell no. It's a Celsius.
Okay.
I don't drink anyways. I'm only getting the only next time I'll drink. There might be one other reason until you get here, but you're pretty much the only reason I'm going to drink this year so far.
That's what's up.
Here.
So, the rookies, I heard out of the rookies, the only one that didn't sign was the second round, Sabanea. All the other rookies signed with the Miami Dolphins today.
You mean that we drafted?
Yeah. By the way, he wants to know, is that a minivan?
No, it's a Subaru Forester. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. Now they're going to track my car. I just won't tell you what color it is. Ha ha. Yeah.
We all know Michael K. He has a minivan.
Yeah, he's got one of those. No, he has one of those big white vans.
That has Bill's Mafia on the back of it.
And it says sprayed on the side. Like when he tries to, it says Bill's Mafia on it. It looks like a big football helmet. It looks like the Dumb and Dumber van, but like a football helmet.
Yeah. We know he drives that with pride.
It's what he slides into the comments with.
Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, apparently, so they're teasing now that the Spain game might be week 11. Apparently, the word around town is that it could be in Spain. Week 11 against Washington Commanders. That could be the game.
What field is it going to be? Doesn't Real Madrid play in Spain or Barcelona? Is it going to be one of those fields?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's in Barcelona. They're playing in Barcelona, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or Madrid. Cool. I can't remember where the hell they're playing. I know they're playing in Spain. Shout out to my man Scott Jackson in the building. What's up, CCRR, the number 1 Tool fan in the building. Real Madrid, huh? Shout out to Cosa Nostra.
Cosa Nostra.
Okay, so according to Cosa Nostra, we're playing in Santiago Stadium, whatever, Bernabeu Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, so. That's it. 2 a time. Time to shine, time to grind.
Now, by week 11, we're going to know where Tua stands with the team. Definitely by week 11. If they're not, I forgot what their record should be by week 11. Did I say they have 7 wins by week 11?
7 wins?
8 wins?
Mm.
If they don't have that record, your man Tua's going to be sitting like Michael K waiting for Tua to be sitting.
Here you go. What's up, Michael?
Dudfins under 6.5 wins. That's the over-under. Is that what shirt you have on underneath your blouse? Oh, man.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, I agree with. Listen, this joke come this time next year. The joke I'm about to say may not, the line I'm gonna use will not be relevant at all. But as of as of May, what's today's date?
The 8th.
As of May 8th, it still stands. 0 Super Bowls.
Oh. They're gonna have Josh Allen is gonna have.
Is that your mic, Mike? Your Temu mic? Are you shopping at Temu too with crypto? We're waiting.
Zero Super Bowl win. 0.
I think he got the same headphones as crypto from Temu. We can't hear you, bro. Real talk. Come out and come back in because we can't hear nothing you're saying. We can't hear you. Nothing. What's that?
Oh, come on, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I'll never forget. I guess he must have forgot that Buffalo went on a 7. I forgot how many 17 years without even a playoff appearance. I forgot how many years they went without a playoff appearance. But hey. All right, let's see if it works now. Can you talk? We're listening. Can't hear you still. Damn.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I forgot what we were talking about a second ago. Oh, I was gonna say Josh Allen is gonna have the record in the playoffs to get all the way to the AFC Championship and lose every time. They're always going to be in the AFC Championship, but never in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
And until the Dolphins replace them in the AFC Championship, it's going to be them versus Kansas City or the Eagles. But the Eagles and the Bills always stand in the way of the Dolphins in the playoffs. Because right now it's definitely Kansas City versus the field. But I think it's going to be Bills, Kansas City.
There he is. Let's try it. Third time is a charm.
All right, is that better?
Perfect.
All right, it's docked because when I was waiting, I could hear it cracking.
Yeah. That
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
good.
me. Nothing. Went for the Friday fish fry. Had a couple of pops. Now I'm going to settle in to watch some hockey.
That's what's up. Same thing here. It's my weekend. I'm about to get me a drink. Getting a little drink on and having me a cigar. What team? Who plays tonight on hockey?
I don't know. I didn't look. I want to say the Leafs, Panthers, Dallas Jets, and somebody else. I think.
Yeah,
I gotta look. I haven't looked yet.
The Panthers need to win their two games if they want to make the next two games if they want to make it a series.
Yeah, if they lose tonight, it's over. There could be a sweep.
I agree with you. It might be a gentleman's sweep. I don't think it's going to be a clean sweep, but I think it'll be a gentleman's sweep.
Mikey, how's that shampoo?
Oh, dude, it sucks. Dude, the shampoo does not suds up.
Just making
sure.
That
was the biggest waste of money ever.
I bet, dude. I bet. I know. It's like when I try to buy a spoon and I can't use it as a fork. It sucks. Mikey K, the original TFTG troll.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. My life is based around it. My life is boring other than picking on you guys.
Yeah.
That or Josh Allen jerseys.
Look, I enjoy the back and forth banter. I don't care.
That's good. You know, it makes it easy because when you got to spend your regular life being somewhat professional, you got to let loose once in a while.
I mean, you can be a professional troll. That's a thing. I
am when I'm not at work. Oh, I troll at work too, but not as bad.
Yeah,
not as bad. I got to be somewhat respectful.
You mean you're not gonna put someone's shoes in the freezer?
No, that's just.
You're not gonna put a rubber band around the kitchen faucet so when they turn it on,
no, we don't know.
So let's get to brass tacks here. But I want, now that you're, we're all civil here.
For now.
What's your real thoughts on this draft? What do you think? What did you think about it? I want your honest opinion on your draft. On your draft.
On our draft, I think we did all right.
Bills do.
I think we did all right.
Yeah. There was a report that Brandon Beane was telling pretty much the fans, "Hey, listen, you guys booed for Josh Allen, so let me do my job." You know what I'm saying?
There were two. You didn't see it. You didn't see. He came. Oh, dude, it was great. He came right out on the local radio station and pretty much told the guy, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about." You know, and that's Donk. You suck. Put yourself on mute, Donk.
Yeah, there you go. Well, go ahead.
Thank you. You can come off of mute if you got to say something intelligent. So therefore, you probably won't be coming off of mute. But he came right out. He came right out on. I'll send you the clip later.
All right.
They were talking about not picking a receiver, and he came on. He said, "If this is 2018 all over again." They said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "That's when you were all screaming that you wanted me to draft Josh Rosen." So So then he goes in his spiel. Look, we scored more than 30 points, 8 straight games. We're the highest scoring offense with the playoffs included. He goes, there's nothing wrong with the offense. You know, and he did. He put him in his spot. And all the national pundits and stuff were all on Bean's side. And that's what I hate about the Bills Mafia is they're a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and I never, ever question the moves that they make until after they prove to be wrong. And I really haven't had to do that yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the last 5-6 years, you guys have been successful. So why the fuck would you question them? Now people could now on the other foot, Dolphin fans do have the right to question Chris Grier because it seems like every player he gets is injury prone, and then they're shocked when in the middle of the season that player gets injured. Just like James Daniel, right? Everybody's hyped and excited. Oh, we got him for the low. There's a reason you got him for the low. Now, if he plays all 16 games unscathed and does a good job, then hell yeah, that draft was a steal. But if he only plays 5 games, then that was a waste of $6 million.
Well, yeah, it's kind of it's like the Von Miller. It's the Von Miller pickup, and everybody was all gung ho on Von Miller. I was included. He got hurt. They spent a lot of money on him. But then they were all saying, well, Bean screwed up. No, Bean didn't screw up because he didn't anticipate him tearing his ACL the 8th or 9th game into his Bills career.
Yeah.
You know, he was lighting the league on fire until he got hurt, and then he was just never the same. But they're all blaming Bean Don dropped out. They're all blaming Bean because that was a great move, just like the Joey Bosa move.
Yeah.
Now, they paid him $12 million for 1 year. If it works out, well, Bean's a genius. If Bosa ends up getting hurt, well, all of a sudden now Bean's going to be the biggest idiot in the NFL.
Well, not for $12 million. To me, that's that's just like you're getting you're not really getting a premier player. You're getting a premier permission, but a premier player, but not for a premier price. Because a guy like that at his peak, he could easily get like 19-20 million.
Oh, he could have probably got more than that. He could have got Max Crosby money, but he's not. That's again, he's an aging player.
Yeah, it's true.
But just by having him out there, he's probably going to make everybody on that defensive line better. You know, because he's still going to command a little bit of respect from the offenses that he goes against. So it's going to make Ed Oliver's job easier. It's going to make Greg Russo's job easier. It's going to make whoever it may be. You know, I'm definitely kind of intrigued about the whole cornerback situation we got though.
The corners?
Yeah. We drafted the 2 corners. We brought in that Forrester, I think his name is. We brought back Trey White.
Yeah.
And man, it's just unbelievable. I mean, they definitely beefed up the defense.
Well, yeah, and you know what's funny is the one thing that Dolphin fans were complaining about when we had Marino is that Marino would score 40 points, but we would give up 44. I think Brandon Beane is like, okay, we do put up 40-something points. We're just but we give up 50 points. So, you know what I'm saying? I think working on the defense and limiting the points that they allow is going to help the situation immensely. Yeah,
well, absolutely. There's zero reason. You know, and he even said, I'll send you the clip because it was fantastic. When he came out and said it, it was fantastic. And I was just like, oh, this is great. But he came right out and said, I forget where I was going. Damn, I got fucking CRS. I can't remember what I was going to say. But he came out and said, you know, you guys had the right to bitch when we got rid of Stephon Diggs. You had every right. We didn't have any clear-cut number 1 wide receiver, and we didn't know how it was going to go. We just knew we had Josh Allen.
But you know what's funny? Before last year, I was saying, look, they're going to go through the tight. I said it was an advantage because, number 1, they're going to go through the tight ends. You got 2 good tight ends, a running game. And the best part is, if you don't know who to key on on game day, that's a problem. If you know where the blood is coming, if you know, like for instance, the best analogy I like to say is if you have two boats, one where you know where the holes are coming from, and the other you don't know where the holes are. You're gonna take the ones with the holes because you know where to plug. On Buffalo's offense, you don't know which receiver to key on, so that's kind of a problem, if in my opinion.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And that's funny too, because now they're all complaining that they didn't pay Matt Collins big money. They didn't have to pay Matt Collins big money. I didn't want to see Matt Collins go, but I don't blame him for leaving, for getting $4 or $5 million a year that the Bills were never going to pay him. So now we get Joshua Palmer. And I think our receiving core now is better than it was last year, just by the players we brought in. We got Elijah Moore and Josh Palmer. They're both 24 maybe, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both like 24 years old. They're young. Elijah Moore never played with a good quarterback. Josh Palmer played with a good quarterback, but he was behind Mike Evans or Mike Williams and the other Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
So he never got his time to shine. He was third on the pecking order, with Herbert. So we'll see what happens.
Well, would you take another flyer on the guy? What's his name? He just got cut from the team he was on. Your former.
Oh, I take Gabe Davis back in a heartbeat. And I don't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody about the Dolphins, and that's one thing the Dolphins don't have is they don't have blocking wide receivers.
No, we don't.
Tyreek Hill couldn't block the ball boy. He's just not big enough, and Waddle's not much bigger. Gabe Davis, and that's one thing. Matt Collins, Curtis Samuel, and even the guy we had last year that we didn't sign back, Amari Cooper. All those guys, if they were blocking, if they weren't getting the ball, they were out there blocking, and that's a huge part. That's a huge part of the passing game.
That's what.
But as far as Gabe Davis, I'll tell you what: if Miami could pick up Gabe Davis, that would be one bill that would actually benefit you guys because he's still young, and he's not afraid to throw his body in there.
That's one thing we do agree on, Michael K, is the fact that the blocking is definitely part of the passing game. So I'm actually impressed that you said that. That also being said, we have brought in some guys that you may not be aware of, and I know they're unproven, but they're known for being those blocking receivers. So we will definitely see what happens with it, to be honest.
Well, how often are they going to get on the field?
Yeah.
I don't know. Andrew Armstrong very well get on the field, to be honest, because I think he was a steal being undrafted. The fact that nobody drafted him is ridiculous, to be honest. The guy is 6'4", runs around a 4.5, the leading receiver for the SEC. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I do think that they do see the field more. The fact that we brought in a running back and drafted a running back, I kind of think we're going to be running the ball a little bit more than what we've seen previously.
Shout out to Elwood in the building. What's up, Elwood?
I think you kind of have to run the ball more. I really do. I think you're one dimensional. And it doesn't matter who you have out there. You're still one dimensional because you're forced to pass the ball, and teams play that.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have an issue at running the ball. I definitely agree with it. But we'll see what happens. I do think that you're going to see a lot more run, but then again, you could see a lot more pass too.
Well, it's just like that running back that we drafted. That's a thumper. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He's physical. But what the question is, will fucking McDaniels use him?
He's like a Ray Davis.
Our problem at sometimes when I look at the roster, I'm not gonna lie, like the last year's roster, or maybe the roster before that. When I looked at it, I really didn't think the roster was so much the issue. It was decision making on the field. Certain plays that we did, you know what I mean, that obviously weren't working, and we stuck with it. I don't understand some of that stuff, to be honest. So
I don't think McDaniel's the offensive. Well, you know what? He might be the offensive guru, but he's not an offensive play calling guru. I think that's where the issue lies.
Yeah,
you might be right. You actually might be right.
situationally at least.
Well, you know what, Jake? I think every single play called is a situational play.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he's a good
You know
game
what I mean?
planner. Like, I think if you notice, like, his first two drives are usually perfect. You know, they're exactly perfect, perfectly executed, everything, no problem. The calls are perfect. And then after that, it's like there's nothing left. There's no more planning that he did, no more situational play calling, nothing. It's like he doesn't know what to do at that point.
Listen, there's a country song that goes, "Don't outsmart your common sense," and sometimes that's what he does. He outsmarts his common sense.
Yeah, he does. You're absolutely right. I mean,
Well,
look at it. Look at it this way, Michael. Ken, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just look at it
you're
this
right.
way. The last two seasons, when we went to Buffalo to play, let alone like when we played you like in the first game, the first two drives we looked perfect. It looked like we're here to play a ball game. You know, we have back-to-back touchdowns and everything, and then the game just fizzles out. It's like, oh, we don't know what to do. We don't know what calls to make after that. That's what it is every season so far.
Well, here's what I noticed. To be honest with you. Oh man, I got feedback coming from somebody. Is Donk back up there? Donk, go on mute again, please.
No, he's on mute. He's on mute.
Oh, because I'm getting the feedback. What I see though is he comes out with the two plays or the two series and it looks great. It's all well and good. What I see is the defense all of a sudden starts making adjustments and he can't keep up with the adjustments the defense is making. He doesn't notice it.
He doesn't know how to make
figure it out.
adjustments. I agree. I agree with you. He doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know that's what I see, and I think that's why the Bills technically run off with the games in the second half.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is like he does make adjustments. Unfortunately, it's during the off season. Like for instance, I'll give you a good example. His first year, he was shut down by the Chargers. The second year, first game, he learned how the Chargers played him, and he put up a bunch of points against that same Chargers defense. As a matter of fact, with better talent, because if you recall, that Chargers defense was decimated with injuries. So he did make the adjustment. Unfortunately, it took an offseason for him to make that adjustment.
Is that me cracking or is that Ali?
And same thing, no, I don't know. That's tongue. By the way, and the same thing with Buffalo. If you look at Buffalo game, the first Buffalo game, we got blown out. The second game was a little closer because he was able to make adjustments. Again, mind you, that's 4 games, a few games later. He couldn't make those adjustments within the fucking game.
Well, yeah, and that's when you got to make them.
Yeah, correct.
That's when you got to make the adjustments. You know, it's funny. Like I'll sit here, I'll watch the hockey games tonight, and I'll see Maple Leafs just took it to the Panthers the first 2 games. It was just a school
towards the end. You know what I'm saying? It was all 1-point games at least.
Yeah, but physically, the Panthers should be running everybody out of the rink every single game because they're just ruthless. They're probably the toughest team in the NHL right now. The problem is the Maple Leafs were taking it to them, and the Panthers did. You know, everybody's a bully until they get punched in the mouth.
Correct.
And that's exactly what the Leafs did to the Panthers the first 2 games. They just punched them in the mouth, and they just kept shooting on the net and just beat them in the corners and just outman them. You know, and if it happens tonight, the Leafs will win again. But tonight it is in Lauderdale or wherever they play. Where the Panthers play.
Yeah, it's in Lauderdale tonight. These next 2 games are in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, they play in Lauderdale.
Toronto. Yeah.
So they're playing in their home ice. So, you know, things could change. You know, the Stars Jets is going to be the best series. The Stars Jets. So that one and the Canes and Capitals. But there's only 2 games on tonight, and then there's 3 on or 2 tomorrow. Oh, there's only 2. Oh, they only got 2 games tonight now in the second round. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I wasn't excited with that Kenneth Grant pick at 13. You know, I think the Dolphins reached on that one.
Have you watched Kenneth Grant play?
Yeah, all 2 downs.
All 2 downs.
Yeah,
That's
all
funny.
2 downs.
That's funny.
First and second down because they pull him out in the third because he has no rush. You know, I shouldn't say he has no rush. He just doesn't. He doesn't have. That's not his strong suit as a pass rush. That's why he was a 2 down lineman. But the Bills are projected to take him at 30, and a lot of people had him on their mock drafts. But I think there was a lot better talent out there than Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins to take.
I disagree.
And you can, but the point being is Wilkins was a 3 down lineman. And they're trying to replace
but
Wilkins,
even
they let
being
him go.
3 down, but I agree with you on that the fact that Wilkins was a 3 down defensive tackle, but the issue that, and I kind of see what Miami is trying to do. It's not about being the pass rusher to really, take care of the quarterback with their defensive tackles. If you look at the guys we brought in, they're massive guys. They're looking to clog the middle, force you to the outside, or better yet, clog the middle so then to create enough havoc that the edges are going to go after your quarterback. That's where the pass rush is going to come from. Right, so I understand what you're saying.
That's one,
but
hold on, that's why all these late counters at 1.
Good.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I understand what you're saying. I just think that the scheme that we're looking to run is different than what you would use a Wilkins with, to be honest. Because that was the big issue that we had with having Wilkins here in Siler here. We didn't really have that nose tackle, massive defensive tackle that is going to clog up the middle. We never had it. So now I think the way they're looking to get bigger in the middle. So then guys like Chop and Phillips and Chubb can go after everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. How is Phillips going to react after his injury? Is Chubb going to react after his injury?
Well,
you don't know how the guys
Chubb,
playing.
Chubb didn't play at all last year, so technically he's had almost 2 off seasons and in a season to get healthy. How he'll play, knocking the rust off, yes, but I think they'll be healthy enough to play. Phillips is the one that I'm questioning, to be honest. That is correct. You're right about that.
Real quick, let me address the Christian Wilkins. The thing about Christian Wilkins is if you're playing a 4-3 scheme, he is the perfect defensive tackle for you, but not in a 3-4. And
don't the Dolphins primarily play a 4-2-2 or 4-2-5?
Usually 3-4. Actually, a 3-4 hybrid, what they called it.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it, a 3-4 hybrid.
I thought they played the 4-2. The 4-2-5.
They had previously, but under Weaver, he doesn't want to call it one scheme. So that's why they call it a 3-4 hybrid.
So that's why he got this guy. Listen, again, he's if we're running a 4-3, I'll take Wilkins over our first round draft pick. But on a 3-4, he is better suited for the 3-4 than the 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched. I don't even know what it was last night. Eric Wood has a podcast. He's the former center for the Bills, and they had a guy on with about the Bills draft picks and stuff, and they had mentioned Kenneth Grant. He had him projected. He had him projected high second round. and thought the Bills would take him at 30 because that was kind of like technically high second round. He was kind of surprised that the Dolphins took him at 13.
Hey, and by the way, I'm not saying that McDaniel. By the way, shout out Elwood. I'm not saying McDaniels isn't learning. Obviously, but obviously, it's gonna. This is unfortunately where he came in. He's a first time head coach and a first time play caller because he wasn't calling plays in San Francisco. So yes, I agree. He is learning on the fly. We'll see if he makes those adjustments this year.
Is this his third year or fourth year? This will be his third year, right?
Fourth.
Oh, this will be his fourth year?
Yeah, fourth year. Which, by the way, Adam Gase, I think Joe Philbin got his fourth year, but he got cut in the middle of his fourth year. Adam Gase, Brian Flores, they all got cut in the third year. So he's if he makes it the whole season, I think this will be the longest tenured coach under Ross. If he makes this the whole fourth year into the fifth. Ross has never had a fifth year coach.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's not gonna get fired for a while. Like, we're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be the first coach we win a playoff game with in freaking 30 years.
26 years, but who's counting?
Well, Bills fans are counting.
Yeah.
Bills fans are counting. Now, well, they're counting for the Sabres too because they absolutely suck.
Hey, listen. They say you could pick your spouse, but you can't pick the sports teams you root for. At least for me.
Well, it's kind of funny because the Bills media team or the Pagula Entertainment media team, they do this thing called Embedded, and they follow they did a pretty cool thing about the draft night and stuff. And they did the draft on the Sabres.
Those fans don't count.
Or it was actually it wasn't the draft for the Sabres. It was trade deadline, and our GM for the Buffalo Sabres hands are tied. Kevin Adams.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to make trades. He's like, well, I got to call Terry and find out. I'll get back to you. So Pagula, who knows absolutely nothing about hockey, is making the decisions for a GM that's his whole life was revolved around hockey. So I'm starting to think that that's exactly what's happening with Greer. And that he can't make any moves without Ross's approval. Where you look at Brandon Beane, and Brandon Beane's just doing what he's doing, and he kind of tells Pagula after the fact. Obviously, like with the Josh Allen contract and stuff, he went to Pagula because Pagula's the one that signs the checks. But I think Brandon Beane has a little bit more. He has a little more input on the players that we get versus what Kevin Adams does in the Sabres.
But listen, I think again, this is from an outside perspective as far as McDermott is concerned. I think he's a lot like as far as coaching style, he's a lot like Mike Tomlin. He has an open door policy, but he doesn't play that bullshit. He doesn't. You could tell that when you look at the Bills sideline, there's a close niche group there.
Well, if you listen to the Bills players talk, it's a family atmosphere. Mm-hmm. There's not much to do in Buffalo. I mean, there's a lot to do in Buffalo, but there's not as much to do in Buffalo as there is in Miami or LA or any of those, like Vegas, all them big cities. So what they do is,
I understand.
The team's always together. They're always together.
You look at, but the thing about that is I don't use that as an excuse because of the Miami Dolphins. Miami Heat. Miami Heat, Pat Riley, they have that same nightlife culture. As a matter of fact, they're in South Beach. Their stadium is because you look at the Dolphins, they're in outskirts of Miami. You know what I'm saying?
They're
So
Miami
they live in
Gardens, right?
Broward County. Versus the Heat players, they actually live in South Beach, but there is structure there with the Heat, and they don't have that same issue as the Dolphins do because of
Well, no.
Pat Riley.
Well, Shay, you also got to remember, there's also what 12 players on a basketball team versus 53 on a.
Yes,
You know, it's a lot easier to corral 12 cats than it is 53 cats.
Yeah.
You know, so that makes it a lot easier too. Plus, there's a lot more games. There's, you know, you got to look at it that way too. There's 82 games in a NBA season. You know, so they're playing. If they're not playing, they're practicing. If they're not practicing or playing, they're traveling. You know, so they don't have as much downtime as NFL players do. But obviously, Keon Coleman was late for something this year, and he was benched for the first quarter of one of the games because he was late. He might have been late to a game. I don't know if it was a game or practice or whatever. He didn't play. McDermott says you're not playing. I don't care who you are. You know, I don't care if you're the first pick and you're just not playing. You're going to learn your lesson, and this is how you're going to learn it. And guess what? He was never late again.
Yeah, and you seen the video I did with Larry K. It's funny. It's like even if what's funny is even if let's say McDaniels wants to lay the hammer down, when you have somebody that's going to override you, somebody that they go above their head, what's the point of what I'm saying? If Mike McDaniels does want to lay the hammer down, and Ross or Greer or anybody out in the front office is going to override McDaniels, then what's the point of disciplining him? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's definitely. Then everybody has to be on the same page when it comes to that. You know, whether it be the coach or the general manager, the front office, whoever, all the way up to the owner. They all have to be on the same page, saying, "Look, these are our employees. I don't care if they make more money than you or not. They're still our employees, and they're going to do what we say, or they get shipped out." You know, and that's the difference. It's you very seldom. I mean, this James Cook situation where he goes to Twitter to express that he wants $15 million a year that he's not worth, not yet, anyways. You know, he's not a 3-down back. Is
it 15 mil or 20 mil that he wants?
I think he said he wanted 15.
Okay, because in the media I've seen reports where they're saying 20, and I'm like, he ain't worth 20. I'm sorry. So,
I don't think right now. I don't think he's worth 15. What's Jason Taylor for the Colts make?
Good question.
I mean, Saquon Barkley just got paid, but look what he did. He was the Eagles' offense. Or Jonathan, yeah. What did I say? Jason Taylor? Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, he only makes like 9 or 10, I think.
Let me check. I'm checking right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and I could tell again outside looking in that Brandon Beane and McDermott are on the same page when it comes to shit that.
His average is 14, by the way.
He's making 14 now. Okay.
Yeah, that's his average. Correct. The average.
Yeah, I thought he was only making like 12 or something. But look what happened. Look what happened to Cook's brother. He demanded all that money. Now he's on a practice squad for Dallas.
The base amount is about 12. Then he has signing and then roster bonuses and stuff. So that's why it's more.
Yeah, well, the incentives and stuff.
Yeah.
But you look at what Dalvin Cook did. He priced himself right out of the league because he thought that he was worth more. You know what? And James Cook is one of 11. You know, Josh Allen got paid less than what he probably deserved. I mean, I shouldn't say that. What people assume that he's worth. I don't think anybody should be making $50 or $50 million a year for playing a sport. You know, I understand the whole concept in it with the revenue sharing and all that stuff, and the owner shouldn't be getting richer. I understand that there's a lot of money being thrown around, but let's face it, $50 million to play a sport 7-8 months out of the year for some teams. Yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Let me ask you this, Michael K. Do you think that James Cook wants to be a Buffalo Bill? I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm asking, what do you think? Just to clarify.
Well, for any player not to want to be on a winning team is foolish. But I think the money is more important. I think the money is more important to him than winning, and I think that's not a part of the culture the Bills want.
I see what you mean. I'm just curious because, like, usually when you get drafted, you got smiles, you're happy and everything. He didn't look like he was happy at all. He looked angry when he got drafted. And then in addition to it, he's giving you guys problems with re-signing him and trying to ask for ridiculous money. It just, to me, it's almost like he's trying to price himself out of Buffalo so he can go elsewhere. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
And that you know what, and that's fine. And that's fine. Yeah, he's a big part of the offense. But I think with Brady and what Brady can do, I think he can do just as much or close to enough, if not more, with somebody else.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably true. In fact, you guys had a running back last year, and I cannot think of his name, not named James Cook. But he had a couple games where he was really good. Johnson, I think, or
well, there's Ty Johnson. There's Ty Johnson, who's like the third down back, and Ray Davis, who was a rookie.
I think it's either Ray Davis or Johnson. It's one of the two. And
they both had a couple of great games.
Yeah, it was like, wow. I was like, man, look at this guy go. So
Ty Johnson had that like 150-yard receiving game against Detroit, and Ray Davis had like 5 or 6 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember which game it was, but the game that he impressed me, I want to say he won me that big ticket out at the Hard Rock. I don't know if you remember last year. I won I had like a 13 game ticket that I called, and I won like $1,500. It was that game. Yeah, it was that game with when James Cook didn't play, and everyone thought the Bills would lose. I said, no, they're going to win this game, and that running back won it for me. I'll have to find out what his name was. I'll go back and find and let you know. But that's when I was like, they don't need James Cook. They got this guy.
Well, the back that Miami took this year is very similar to the style that Ray Davis plays, and he's a little bowling ball, 5'9", 5'10", 220 or whatever. He's just solid. That's what, and I think that's why Miami took him, is they seen that a lot of these teams that are running 2 and 3 back formations, I shouldn't say formations, so they very seldom have more than one on the field at the same time. But they're when they rotate the running backs, they all go to somebody that can get that yard or two just by pure force, and that's what Ray Davis does. So I think between Achane or Achane or however you want to say his name and the new guy, I think your running back room will be all right as long as your offensive line can hold up. There's still some holes there. You'll have to see, but I know they took an offensive tackle / guard. And then they got that Patrick Paul. You don't even know what that Paul's going to do on the outside. He didn't have enough playing time to say whether or not he's going to be a difference maker in the games.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be growing pains regardless. I still think your quarterback room's an absolute disaster.
Well, the thing I like about Patrick Paul is the fact that his physical attributes are so good that it kind of supersedes the mental aspect, because he has the wingspan and he's big and stuff like that. So I think his physical is really good as far as wingspan and size.
So, who do you think needs more help in the guard position? Shake, do you think do you think we put Daniels on the left side with Patrick Paul, or do we put him on the right side with Austin Jackson? I would say you probably want to keep a veteran on the left and a veteran on the
side
right.
with Austin Jackson, obviously, yeah. And then whoever the
Mm.
left tackle is, you put him on, left guard. Who's going to be the left guard? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rookie vet.
Yeah, I get you. I personally think I think the starting lineup for the offensive line is pretty much known. It's the depth is where we have the holes. That's where I have questions.
Well, that's a huge factor too, because if you got somebody like the Eagles or the Bills have a great offensive line, um, the Lions, they don't need depth because their players don't get hurt. That's where I think Spencer Brown's the only one that missed snaps last year, and it wasn't many. They just don't get hurt, and that's the problem. Is you don't need depth at offensive line if they're healthy.
So, all right, let me ask you this then. Outside of the Dolphins, what do you think the moves of the Jets and the Patriots? Because I know they're also in the division as well.
The Jets are going to be a train wreck. I haven't really even paid that much attention to the Jets. The Patriots are going to be a halfway decent team this year. The Patriots are going to make a run for second place. That's what I'm predicting. They got that. Oh shit! Who they take Did they take a defensive tackle their first? Yeah, they took the guy from Michigan, right?
Tackle the first round, the first pick.
They took Graham from Michigan, right?
Yeah, offensive tackle.
Oh, he took an offensive tackle.
Yeah,
I thought they took a defensive tackle the first round.
They took an offensive tackle. Yeah.
Who got Graham from Michigan? I thought he went to the Patriots.
Graham?
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure who took him, but what was his name? What's his first name?
I don't remember.
Defensive tackle Graham?
Yeah.
All right.
He went to Cleveland.
Okay, that's what he went.
He went to Cleveland, and Patriots got Will Campbell, and then got Trevion Henderson, which I honestly think with Vrabel, that offense is going to start looking better and better. It's going to be something that you're may have to worry about at some point.
Well, and that's the whole thing. They got Diggs for. I can't even think of their quarterbacks. Man, I'm losing it.
May.
Who's their quarterback? Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May. Mm-hmm.
And they got a hell of a backup there. So if May goes down with another concussion, I don't know. I just think that the Patriots are going to have a halfway decent team this year. I don't know why. I just have that feeling.
No, I have that feeling too. I can tell you why. They have a head coach that holds people accountable, and they have their quarterback. They have decent receiver, and they have a running back that can do a lot of things, not just running the ball or catching the ball. His pass block, I will argue, is the best in this draft, to be honest.
By the way, Michael K, I have a coworker who's a Patriots fan. You know how we troll each other in text?
Yeah.
That's how me and him do each other. He's a Patriots fan. So if the Patriots are good, he's gonna blow my phone up like a motherfucker.
Well, anything Boston is just they're just absolutely ridiculous. The best thing that ever happened to Boston for me was getting rid of Marchand, because I hated Marchand until he got to the Panthers. Now he's a halfway decent hockey player.
I was gonna say the Boston cream donut is the best thing that happened to Boston, but that's just me.
Now they started Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts sucks.
Yeah, that's true. I like Starbucks better.
Do they even have donuts?
Nah. Actually,
I don't know. I refuse to go to a Starbucks.
Shout out to Capitan in the building. What's going on? I'm going. Hey, by the way, Michael K. I don't know if you know this, but I will be going to Rochester either this year or sometime next year. That's.
Let me know. It's only an hour down the road from me.
Yeah, that is not a. It's not a question if it's a question of when.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the 2025 Grand Marshal of the Pride Parade, El Crapitan.
Well, I was actually just getting ready to ask Shake if he was going to swing by that trailer park by fucking where Michael K. be staying at while he goes by Rochester. You got to watch out, though. You need to fucking, not, you need to not bring any valuables or anything like that. He lives in a rough area.
I think where they filmed
about Rochester is
make sure you bring latex gloves too, because you don't want to touch anything.
Are you sure he doesn't live where they film Trailer Park Boys?
Oh,
no, that's in Canada, man. That's a third world country.
Yeah, but really, what's the difference between Buffalo and Canada? I don't really see it.
I got to be honest. The only difference is where that. God damn. I'm in a parking lot.
Can't hear him.
I'm in a parking lot, so the tires are squealing because it's like black, like turf or asphalt. I mean, if he did live in Trailer Park Boys, I would probably visit him then because I love that show. I would fucking totally be there for that.
Is parking lot code for rest area, and you're going to a glory hole?
No, I am at a Marriott though. Don't get any ideas, Michael K. Fucking creep.
Why you trying to offer up your services, Michael K?
Oh wait,
yeah.
No.
Wait,
I never stop it. I was talking to a guy on the phone today, and it reminded me, whatever happened to 5-Pack Ron?
What?
Remember the dude that used to come to the show all the time, Ron? He sounded like he smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day.
Oh yeah.
The guy who sounded like the guy from ESPN.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Whatever happened to him?
ESPN?
I don't know.
He sounded like just like from the ESPN. What's his name?
he sounded like
Chris
the old
Berman.
coach of LSU.
He did.
He sounded like Chris Berman.
LSU
You're talking about the guy who sounded like Chris Berman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the internet, dude. Sometimes motherfuckers is around, sometimes they're not. He'll probably come back around during season, maybe.
He wasn't there at all last season either.
Oh.
What happened to?
Actually, he showed up. He showed up a couple of times.
Yeah, he did show
during
up
the
a couple
season.
times late. He
He
shows
did
up
show
late
up
at
a
night.
couple of times.
Yeah. What happened
he showed up when he heard that Michael K logged off. That's when I think he showed up.
What happened to the other?
When he knew it was safe.
Mark is
Not Mark. No. The other one that disappeared one day, and we hadn't seen him for forever.
Oh, I remember the guy that was. Fuck, what was his name?
Maston Park or something like that?
No.
I know you're talking about.
He used to come up all the time.
Yeah, it was like Bill's Jackal or some shit.
No.
No. You're talking about Josh Allen as the next Elway.
Amicus.
No,
What happened to
not
Amicus?
Josh Allen as the next
Amicus.
Elway. Well, we know where he left. Amicus. Thank you, B. McD. Amicus.
Oh, Amicus. I haven't heard anything from him in over a year.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk, Michael K. I heard somewhere somebody said that he passed away. I don't know how true that is.
That
Ooh.
Mike who passed away?
Amicus.
No, he didn't.
No.
Damn, dude.
Did he? He was young.
Damn.
He was a young
No.
guy.
No, okay.
No,
okay,
he didn't.
that's perfect.
Somebody talked to him a few months ago, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he passed away.
But this
Okay,
was
good. I'm
recent.
glad
This
to
was
hear that.
recent. Somebody said it to him.
Yeah, because he's from South Carolina.
I mean, damn, what happened? Like he's.
I don't know.
a
I
young
would
guy.
say Mark. I would say Mark would circle the train before Amicus.
Yeah. No.
Is Mark even alive?
Don't know. I haven't heard from him either. Oh
Jason
yeah,
said
he
Amicus
was
died
on Pete's
today.
show. He was on Pete's show a couple of months ago.
Amicus
Yeah.
said Amicus died, I bet. That's what JC's saying.
Oh, what's up, JC?
I think he just got scared of how awesome us Dolphin fans are over here and couldn't handle it. That's what I think happened.
Shout out to El Capitan in the building. What's going on, El Cap? How you doing?
Nothing. I'm in Palm Beach Gardens right now, down
You in Palm Beach? You back
Yep.
in the hood?
I'm back.
What
in
are
the,
you
well,
doing?
I'm not
What are
back
you
in my
doing?
hood.
Playing golf?
Actually,
I know,
hold
right?
on. El
I
Cap,
know,
how did
right?
it go? Yes,
I'm
no,
not.
maybe
No,
so.
no, I'm not fucking playing golf. I don't play golf. This is not my hood. My hood's like 30 minutes south in the.
Are you
real
working on Trump's toilet?
I am meeting President Trump tomorrow morning. That's exactly what I'm doing here.
He's
So,
meeting with him to discuss becoming the
you're right.
pseudo czar.
The pseudo
Oh, okay.
czar of Dome, the Department of Miami Efficiency. They're talking about handing me the reins, and I'm going to take over this
Shout out to
franchise.
Joe Rist. Joe Rist, your buddy's your number one fan.
Joe
is on
Rist, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
It's Bill Belichick in the flesh.
Yeah, so no, I'm down here because the company I work for has a project out in Palm Beach County, west of Palm Beach County, and they want my services, but it's gonna take a significant pay raise and some other incentives financially to make me move here because they need me and they want me, and if they're willing to pay what I want, then I'll fucking be moving these parts. Not here. I'd probably be going towards Ali, honestly, in Port St. Lucie, because I got kids in school and I'm not trying.
West Palm Beach is way too expensive for families.
Well, there's plenty of affordable places, but not where you want to fucking raise kids and send them to school, right, Tom?
Yeah.
So,
If it was somewhere nice and cheaper, I would.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
El Cap was talking offline.
Those are Adam's kids. They'll make it.
Yeah.
They'll be fine anyway.
I know they'll be fine.
I was talking to El Cap on offline. I said, man, listen, if you do move there, me, you, Ali, me, El Cap, and Ali, we'll get together with our wives and just have a day, a nice
family day. Maybe like rent, get a boat and some shit, dog. Some good shit.
I've been having some
That's
urge
what I'm saying. For Cap's birthday, it'd be perfect weather.
Yeah. No.
Uh-oh. We lost El Cap.
Yeah. No, honestly, that's what people say. Like if they want to live in Palm Beach like county and stuff, they don't live in Palm Beach proper, like, because it's way too expensive for families, middle class families, because the majority of that, they're basically gentrifying half of these neighborhoods and building these like high rise complexes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pushing out family, like poor and middle class families, out of West Palm Beach, and it's moving towards pushing them to where you are in Port St. Lucie. How far are you driving wise from Palm Beach? And like, if you wanted to come down to the Dolphins game.
I'm 45 minutes from Palm Beach and about 2 hours to the stadium.
And Core Gables, if you want to see your team face the Hurricanes.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, real talk, Anthony, you could be a testament. I seen some shithole houses in Sarasota. Holy crap! The prices they're going for is amazing. How fucking much they're going for, bro.
Like, yeah. I've seen. Listen to this. A buddy of mine lived in Hollywood, right? And his house, like what he was paying, is like the enormous amount he was paying, is the quarter of the size of the house that he bought here in Port St. Lucie. And the cost that he bought here in Port St. Lucie is half the cost that house was costing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, real quick, Anthony, real quick. I'm sorry, but I always got to give this man his proper intro. The GOAT of the TFTG, my main man, Crypto. What's going on,
What's going on, fellas?
Do you have
what's
any
happening?
Crypto? Do you have any conspiracy theories?
Not yet. Man, they still brewing in the oven.
Oh,
Still bake.
Toronto's up 2-1.
Oh shit!
Toronto.
Come on,
What's that
Toronto.
again?
You don't like the
Toronto's beating the
Panthers?
Panthers?
You don't like the Panthers, Ollie?
You have to understand that I'm a Red Wings fan, so I don't like any of the teams in it right now.
Yeah,
To
no,
be
they-
honest.
Hey,
I have
listen,
no dog
man.
in the fight. I'm a Blackhawks fan.
Yeah, see, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I didn't know, but
Okay.
hey, getting your Red Wings is an honor. Being as a man, Red Wings. Getting your Red Wings is pretty cool.
The Red Wings.
Yeah, no. To be honest, I can't.
Buffalo Red
When
Wings,
it comes
right?
when it comes to hockey, I can't.
Buffalo.
The
Detroit.
fans, I can't like.
Right.
I can have.
Yeah, I know it's Detroit, but I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
Red Wings.
When it comes to hockey conversations, I can only have like rational conversations with Detroit and Chicago fans. I can't have it with any of the New York team fans
Yeah.
from New York or any of the Canadian fans because they don't take any of the teams down here seriously.
So
What
just
are
to
you
give you some
talking about?
background real quick, just to give you some background real quick, Anthony. I grew up during the golden era of hockey, in my opinion. I call it the golden era. Some people may not. I grew up
Think so,
with
Ollie?
Wayne
Late '90s,
Gretzky,
early 2000s.
Mario Lemieux, Dino Cicerelli, Steve Yzerman, Brendan Shanahan, Sergei
Fred
Fedorov.
Holt.
All right. These are the guys that I grew up with. And let's not forget famous former Avalanche and Detroit Red Wing goalie Dosick, right? Let's not forget about those guys. Those are the guys I grew up with. And in my opinion, the best rivalry of hockey ever, in my opinion, was during the 90s when you had the Red Wings versus the Avalanche, and every game ended with blood on the ice. That was the games to watch.
How about
This one
Red
you watch
Wings versus
now
Chicago?
just isn't entertaining as much. It's nice. I'm glad people are getting into it again, but it's not where near what I used to see during the 90s. Just
No.
my opinion.
Yeah,
agree
no,
with
the
Anthony.
physicality of hockey because of player safety is going down and stuff
I
like
hate
that.
it. And they're doing that to every sport, man. Every sport. It just irritates me. It just really irritates me.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but you have to admit, Ollie, there's a hypocrisy on how the NHL enforces the player safety rules. They protect guys like Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, but when Draisaitl did that dirty hit on Barkov, it completely ignored it like it was nothing.
Hey, shout out to my Gator brother, Von Joe in the building. Appreciate you.
What's up, Von
Thank you
Joe?
for hitting the like button.
Joe.
I don't think the Celtics last another game. I think they lose this game coming up.
Really? I think they win one out of the series. I don't think the sweep is full on. However,
Right.
I will say stocks are starting to rise in the broom making world. So we'll see. We'll see.
Right.
Well, if you live in Buffalo, I guess you got to root for Toronto, right? Because your team up there is no good.
So
they are part of
Ollie,
Canada,
since
so
you grew up in the
probably.
golden age of hockey, when you look at the way the Panthers play, is there a team that you see them like in terms of their playing style that they remind you of an old school 90s, early 2000s team?
Ooh, that's a good question. That is a really good question.
A lot of people say the Islanders.
I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that. They're kind of close to that.
I say Detroit. Those Detroit teams.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot more fight in my opinion back then. So now it's like
You can play physically without fighting. To be
But here's
honest.
here's the other thing. I want to say, like, and this is just my opinion, and I don't know. To me, it looks like some of the athletes are even smaller than what they were back then. I was
No, they're
watching.
big. Believe it or not, Ali, they're bigger now. That's the problem. They're bigger.
I don't know if they're bigger because I was watching what's his name? Pat McAfee's Night Out, right? I watched it. You know, I thought it was kind of funny and cool, and it had some moments. And he had like 2 or 3 of the Pittsburgh Penguin players out there, and they look small. Like they look like they're all like El Capitan 5'9" size. I mean, geez.
Crosby's 6'2".
He don't look it. That's what I'm trying to say. He don't look it. I remember when I was, and maybe it was because I was a kid back then. Maybe that's what it is.
Eiserman is not that tall.
I was gonna say I used to remember like these guys being like so freaking tall, and I'm like they look like giants when they're walking by, right?
Yeah, but it's not, you know what? It's not even the height. It's the weight. Back in the day, if you played at 190, you were big. You know, 200, you were massive. Now you got guys out there weighing 225, 230.
Yeah, the perfect example of this are guys like Marchand, the 3 Panthers forwards, Marchand, Barkov, and Kachuk, and stuff like that.
Sorry about that, boys. I got a phone call.
Kachuk's got to be 200 pounds, I bet.
No, he's 230.
So,
Cap outside pruning trees.
No. I'm in the parking lot waiting to.
Barkov is actually lighter than.
Wait for
He's
the old
like
lady to text me.
215.
I'm gonna take her out to dinner tonight.
Who do you guys think is the hardest hitting team in hockey right now?
The Panthers, I think.
Panthers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I guess the Panthers are trying to bring back that 90s style, because that's one thing that I remembered about hockey when I grew up was the fact that it just seemed like every time someone would hit the boards, you thought the glass was going to break.
And people underestimate. To me, Madonna is bigger than people actually think he is. He's actually 6'4", 215. Madonna was actually a big guy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDavid is a perfect example of this. What Joe Michael said that, or was it Joe or Michael that said that there it's more about the weight than the actual height. Connor's only 180. He's 6'2", 180.
Don't mix me up with Michael K.
Huh?
Don't mix me up with Michael K. That's an insult.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure who said it.
Anthony, did I hear someone say you live in Sarasota?
Yeah.
It's Michelle.
I'm in. Yeah.
Hey, if it isn't Liz, she blocked me. I get to talk to her now.
Yeah. No, I live in Sarasota, in Mayaca, near the Mayaca area.
I'm in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Right on the Manatee River.
Hey man, all of us are on the West Coast, West Side. We're on the Gulf of Canada.
No.
Hey, do you see they got a 14-foot great white off of Jupiter the other day, a couple weeks ago.
Great white.
I've heard about that. I heard about it.
A great white.
Yeah, the guy from Blacktip. Yeah, probably 1,500 pounds.
Jupiter's on the East Coast.
A male or a female?
You don't know.
I'm gonna say
probably female.
I'm gonna say I didn't know the waters were safe for great whites.
If it's only a 15-footer, then it's a baby. It's
15 foot, pretty big. So 1,500 pounds.
It's still big.
No, it's probably a juvenile because
I've seen a 20-footer before, so that's why I was curious.
20.
I wouldn't want to swim with it. But he had one.
People think honestly, people think the great white are the most dangerous sharks. That they're not. It's bull sharks and tiger sharks are way more dangerous.
And actually, to be even realer about it, freaking orcas hate great whites. They hunt them, to be honest.
Right, exactly.
Hey, by the way, Joe Rich, you're in the middle of this shirt, Insomnia. Make sure you get your Insomnia Vice City shirt. You're in the middle of the shirt.
Yeah, I see that.
Shout out to you.
Cool, man.
Do you guys think the Megalodon is still around?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I did, John. Yeah, I don't believe it.
It's a possibility, but I don't know.
Yeah, something that large would have already surfaced by now.
Not if they're living in the Mariana Trench.
Hey, by the way, Joe Rich, what size are you, Joe Rich? What size are you, Joe Rich?
Large.
Large, all right. I'm gonna this Friday I'm gonna order some shirts. I'll order you what color you want. I'll get you a shirt whenever you want to meet up with me. Let me know. I'll give it to you.
Well, hey, we're 5 days from schedule release. That's when I'll be figuring out which games.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So let me know what color you want. We got aqua, orange, black, and white, and gray.
I'll go with aqua.
Aqua, all right.
Yeah.
What part of Joe? What part of Bradenton do you live in? Do you live near the marina, that giant marina?
You know where
Anna Maria?
You know where the interstate crosses the river?
Oh,
Manatee
you're
River.
right off that exit.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you live
right
near
off
that. I'm not sure
220?
if you live near Anna Maria Island, where the hurricane hit.
No. I'm not that far in. I'm closer to the interstate. I'm off 220.
220. I'm 220. I'm 215 actually. I'm like five minutes away from your exit actually.
Yeah.
I live on Cattleman and Bee Ridge.
Yeah, I haven't been down that way in a while.
Yeah.
Me too. I used to have an account. I used to have an account on Bee Ridge. Bee Ridge and University. Used to have an account, but not anymore.
Is the high school right? Is Braden River High School right off the highway?
Braden River is 70. It's like maybe 5 minutes off the highway.
Oh, okay. No, because I know there's two.
Manatee was crushing it in high school football.
Yeah. Are you near IMG?
No, IMG is like further down. That's like almost on the coast, and
that's where the rich people live. That's where
off like Cortez out there.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I live near Riverview and Sarasota High.
Yeah, I moved here a decade ago. I grew up in Jersey, and I lived in North Carolina for like 5 years.
You say Jersey? Are you Newark? Right out on the other side of the bridge from New York City?
No, I was in like the center near Princeton and Rutgers and all that.
Is that close to Tom's River?
Offsides. Oh, sorry. I'm watching the game.
Tom's River was like directly east. That's where they had the Little League team, the Little League World Series team. A lot of good.
Yeah, it seems like when it comes to the teams that win for the United States for Little League, it's always like that area, Northeast or Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Tom's River. They've had like a good team every single year. I never got into baseball like that, but it's like the one thing I know about Tom's River. That's why I figured you probably brought it up for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And what's his name? The Angels outfielder is from that area. Mike Trout, around where you are.
Yeah. My high school had Sean O'Hara, the lineman, and Ricky Prohl, wide receiver. And,
the Giants lineman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you grow up in Bradenton or you grew up somewhere else?
Jersey. I moved to Bradenton a decade ago.
Okay, what made you move to Bradenton?
Wanted to keep going south after I graduated from college.
Cheaper housing probably too.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I went to school in North Carolina, and then I was just like, let me just keep going south.
You lived in Charlotte or near the Research Triangle where the Duke, NC State, and North Carolina are?
Neither. I was east of 95. I was in Greenville.
Oh, Greenville?
Yeah.
Oh, is Greenville right on the border?
No, it's close to like New Bern.
New Bern? You're pretty close to Atlanta. You probably take if the Dolphins played Atlanta, you probably take maybe 2-3 hours to get there.
What, when I was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a 4-hour ride, maybe a little bit more.
Oh.
But I'm going to that Atlanta game this year because I fly there all the time for work. It's just a quick Delta flight away.
Joe Rist, I'll see you at the game, man. Me and my daughter are going to that game.
Yeah, to the Falcons game, Ollie.
Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as find out the date, I'm gonna buy tickets and get my I have a what do they call it? I have that annual pass through my airline, so I can fly whenever I want.
Yeah, honestly, from Sarasota and Tampa, actually, it takes us like if
An hour and 10.
no to drive. It actually takes 7 hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive that. I would fly it.
We take the back
man.
roads to avoid all the. We actually take like all the smaller state highways instead of taking like 95 or like
301.
what's it called, or 75, because
Yeah, man.
the
I tell
traffic
you what,
is
one thing, Joris, one thing about this time of year I like is not as much traffic as it is in October and December. All the snowbirds are gone back to their fucking home.
It's been nice. Yeah, everyone just left.
a lot of Canadians haven't come down here. Like snowbird traffic hasn't been that bad in Sarasota last year. Wasn't that bad.
Everything's
actually.
under construction down there.
Huh?
Everything's under construction downtown.
Yeah, downtown and near Clark and stuff like that. They're building a whole bunch of new developments and stuff like that. Florida, honestly, I'm afraid Florida eventually, when it comes to real estate, is going to be becoming New York and stuff like that when it comes to price, like the Northeast and California.
The coast will be like
Washington too.
the coast.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's why me and my wife, we're moving to North Carolina pretty soon, either North Carolina or Georgia.
Yeah,
Texas is actually pretty cheap.
Hmm?
I've heard Texas real estate in Texas is actually pretty cheap. Like you can buy a 45 square foot, 4,500 square foot house for like $250.
Yeah, but the thing, I think my wife, she wants to move. She wants to live on. For some reason, she wants to live on the mountains.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. In the hill country of Texas, like in El Paso and stuff like that. Yeah, North Carolina is getting expensive.
Yeah, I'm looking in Georgia, near the Atlanta airport.
People say if you want to move to Georgia, stay away from Atlanta because that's getting the prices are getting so crazy. It's gonna be like, because a lot of people from up north are moving there.
Yeah, if you're talking about like in the city, but the suburbs still have ridiculously good house prices.
They say Augusta's actually not Augusta. Savannah is actually a little bit cheaper if you want to move to Georgia.
Yeah. I'd like to be close to an international airport.
Oh, you want to? Atlanta. They say Atlanta is the worst airport in the country.
I love it. It's the most
Chicago.
efficient. It's the most efficient airport. They have the most flights in and out per day.
Damn, that's what's up.
No, I'm talking about overcrowding where the layout is horrendous.
Yeah, like you're not getting food if you're trying to get food on your layover.
Yeah, but hey, let me ask y'all a quick question. Let's get back to Dolphins.
Yeah.
What do y'all make that the only rookie that didn't sign was the offensive guard?
Savannah?
Yeah, he's the only one.
I don't know. I don't really see anything to it.
Oh
It's
man,
much
what
to
a
do
shot.
about. To me, much to do about nothing. It doesn't matter.
I mean, has there ever been a Dolphins rookie that couldn't agree to a contract?
You know what's funny is Eichenberg. It took a while to sign Eichenberg. So,
What was the contract for Grant? Shake, did they say what his contract was?
no, I'll see if I can look it up.
How much do they really negotiate on those draft picks? Like
They only negotiate for the guaranteed money.
Got it. So maybe they wait till after June 1st to sign the rookie.
Who was the shortest time signing in all the Dolphins since '66? What was the shortest amount of time that they signed somebody?
I think
Just curious.
For me, I believe it was my God, it was Deion Jordan. It took us like maybe a month and a half to sign him after the draft.
Hey, listen, I agree with Crypto. We need Devontae Parker back. Oh, hey, Crypto, how you doing?
No, that's the last person we need.
Hey, you know what's funny about everyone that wants us to tank and get a top 5 pick? You know who our last 2 top 5 picks were? It was Tua and Deion Jordan.
There you go.
What are we gonna do when we get that top 5?
Oh no! Actually, don't forget Jake Long.
Jake Long was
Jake Long was before
before that, and Ronnie Brown too. But those were like years and years and years.
Those were before, yeah. Right, but the last 2 was Tua and what's his name? Right?
Deion Jordan.
Yeah, and within the last.
Oh no, Jalen Waddle was a top 10.
I was saying top 5. We do all right if it's like beyond that up to like 20.
Yeah,
we do well in the middle of the first.
Falling outside it.
Did you guys notice underneath the frog?
What?
Frog.
Underneath the frog, it says gastro and liposuction Tua.
I saw it. That's hilarious.
Liposuction Tua.
Yeah, gastric and liposuction Tua.
There it is. Under your name, Liz.
Okay.
What is he supposed to be doing this offseason? Bulking up or thinning down?
I don't know.
He doesn't know what to do, honestly. He
I
needs to
don't care.
retire.
He's taking
Bench
up
him.
ballerina. He's taking up ballet.
Yeah, he's got to be doing
That's what he's
something
doing.
this offseason.
Yeah,
He's got to get his
and
equilibrium
Joe,
in order.
His fans don't want to hear this. His father is the one keeping him in the game. His mother wanted him to retire.
I don't think it's his parents deciding for him. I think
He's the only one that makes that decision.
But his mother actually was the one that wanted him to retire after the last 2-3 concussions.
Yeah,
his
I'm sure
father is the one. Like,
I'm sure his wife does too, but they're he's going to be at the end of the day. He's going to be the one that's just noise. It's not making a decision for him.
And honestly, this is why I like a guy like Barry Sanders. What he did to avoid all these like CTE things. He retired before that became an issue and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, if we see one more this year, I think the conversation is like 0 to 100 on should he retire or not, even if it's just one.
Well, the problem is the NFL won't even step in now. The NFL they have no skin in the game anymore because they came out with it. There's going to be no more lawsuits for CTE in the NFL.
Why?
Because they came out and said that this is a possibility. Before they said that it was fine. There was a big cover up, so now it's just like you play at your own peril.
Right.
Yeah. No, and this is what scares me. That if Tua gets another, like, I think I asked Shake and Crypto this, but I want everybody to. If a player gets a horrible concussion like that,
oh damn.
There goes Anthony. The thing about Tua's concussions are they look bad too. Like they don't. It's not like he's just down for a little bit and gets up a little bit wobbly. He's got like the fingers going that you get the zoom in on his face. He's out cold.
Well, it's like anything else. Though there's different levels of seasickness too. It doesn't make you any less seasick if you're,
right.
If you throw up 15 times or you throw up once, you're still seasick. The greater the concussion, whatever the symptoms are, or whatever you want to call them, doesn't necessarily mean they're as bad as what another guy got that bounced right up and
there's
showed no effects at all.
There's other QBs that rack them up. Wasn't it Daniel Jones had like several in one season, but no one was really like, reporting on him being having the big concussion worries.
I think it was Kenny Pickett that had a bunch of them.
Pickett, that's who it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's being eviscerated for the size of his hands.
Yeah,
he's got small hands. Well, if the kid can throw the ball, who cares?
He may be on the move again too because the Browns got too many QBs.
Yeah, they was always talking about his hand size. Kenny
Well,
Pickett.
I think the one knock is, like, say, for instance, which is never going to happen, but for the off chance of, let's say, if it's a rainy game, it's going to be harder for him to grip the ball.
Doesn't he wear gloves too?
Yeah.
Now he does. Well, he had 2 on now. I don't think he did.
I never liked him for that fake slide. I thought that fake slide was such horseshit.
Mm.
And what that he did in college is, I guess, his senior year or whenever he was coming out. As you can't. I think they came out with a rule or something on it after.
Yeah, they changed the rules in college, not in pro. Can't remember. They were just talking about. I can't remember where they were talking about it. I do know Josh Allen will be on the Today Show Monday morning, probably to give. Give a little insight on the opening schedule. They think the Bills are going to play Sunday night on NBC for the opener against the Bengals.
Yeah, there's been some leaks, right?
Nah, I don't know if there's been leaks per se, but they're talking about the Bills having to go overseas. I don't think they're gonna.
Well, I think they did leak the London games, but there's probably rumors too about who will have what game.
I don't think the leagues start coming out until Monday because they're letting the schedule out on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, but if you remember last year, they released the international games like a day or two early, or a few days early. I think the Jets have a London game this year.
I know Jacksonville has 2. I think they play 2 again.
Didn't you play Jacksonville in London one year?
Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville beat us there.
Yeah, because what's funny is they were there. And a lot of people don't take this into consideration is that they were there the week before playing a game.
Yeah, they play back to back. Usually they have 2 games there. There's some kind of tie or something with the owner and England.
He does own one of those premier soccer leagues.
So we know when our bye week will be, right? Because we're going to kind of know when it's going to be because we're going to Spain in November for the Bengals game.
No. If you have an overseas game, you can pick your bye week.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be attached to the overseas game?
No,
they did say it was the
remember
Bengals.
Brian
They were saying it was
Flores?
the Washington Commanders.
Remember Brian Flores didn't choose to he opted out of the international game bye week.
Oh, I thought you just get to choose like if you want it on the front end or the back end.
No, you can forego it completely.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind that then. But it does. I do see the on NFL Nerd. It's got Vikings at versus Browns week 5 in Tottenham, Broncos versus Jets week 6 in Tottenham, and then Rams versus Jaguars week 7 in Wembley. That's all the ones.
One of the bye weeks.
They were saying we was playing the Commanders. That was the rumor.
Bengals
in Spain.
Bengals in Madrid.
I know, but everybody's putting out a pamphlet about the Commanders versus us.
Wasn't it that the mayor or some whatever they have there in Madrid leaked that it was going to be the Bengals?
No, I don't know about the mayor, but I'm talking about what people have been recently putting out all over social media, saying that it was the Commanders.
The Dolphins are doubling down on the Spanish marketing. They rolled out the Spanish Dolphins Instagram, and I think we added maybe another South or Central American country to our to the
so
marketing.
Shah Khan owns, not only does he own the Jaguars, but he owns a Premier League, the British Premier League, and he also owns AEW wrestling.
Does he have a stadium out there too? Because I think people have been talking about the Jags moving out there for like a decade now.
Yeah, he owns the one of the Premier Leagues, the British one.
Let's see.
It's called the
Where else?
Fulham. A soccer
Sure.
club is called Fulham FC. Fulham. I don't know what the hell that is.
I think it's the 14th is when the schedule release officially comes out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're gonna be doing I'm gonna doing a release with this Wednesday. We're gonna be with Chef Jew. Chef Jew is gonna be on. He's gonna do the schedule release with me. Of course, Crypto's gonna be there. Right, Crypto? That's my dog, Crypto.
Hopefully the Dolphins
Yeah, I'll
looks
be
better
there.
than it was last year.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to
Yeah, so something else. Then we get I'll be on the websites too. To booking the tickets I need to book to get in early.
But the thing about it is,
Well, there's
all
only
of our games-
6 teams. There's only 6 teams they can play. They're not gonna take the Bills, Patriots, or Jets over there with them.
Right.
I don't think it'll. I don't get it. It's a rivalry. I don't think they'll play any
No, they
division.
won't. I don't think they've done any divisional games overseas. You guys have the Steelers, though. You could end up against the Steelers in Germany.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. I watched that stupid Buffalo Plus. They're kind of idiots. They got me blocked. They don't let me post anything.
who's that?
Who the team
Buffalo
site?
Plus.
Oh,
What's
geez.
that?
Is that from the team?
No, it's a Rochester radio or television station. Actually, I don't even think it's their television station in Rochester, but I don't think it's affiliated with the network. If that makes any sense with the news broadcast, I think it's just the 3 clowns doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they have me blocked because I call them out all the time.
They'd probably, that's a good international game to get if they do give the Bills Dublin against the Steelers. Steelers have like a half a team.
Mm.
So what is it going to be? That Will Howard or Mason Rudolph as QB?
Well, they'll make they used
No,
to
they're gonna sign.
reconcile.
They're gonna sign.
Rodgers.
Yeah, they're gonna sign Rodgers.
Yeah, that's probably why they was holding off on drafting a quarterback. They make it work with anybody on the center.
You think they'd want to get their QB in the building though?
That's Will. They believe they're gonna groom Will.
No, what I'm saying is like in this, like go ahead and figure it out for next season, not wait till July or whatever to find a QB.
Well, with them letting go of George Pickens, I got a feeling that it is going to be Rodgers, because if you got a young quarterback coming in, you want as many weapons on the outside as you can have. Whereas if you can get away with not having as many if you have Rodgers, which I think Rodgers is well past his prime.
Rodgers and Metcalf pretty much is what they have left on that offense.
Right, and that was the speculation as far as why they let Pickens go for a 3rd rounder in Dallas.
Oh, maybe they go and get Lazard to join up with Rodgers over there.
Yeah, well, you've seen how well that worked with the Jets.
I don't know. I just know Rodgers brings friends, so there's probably a few signings that would go there. I don't think the Steelers will be great this year.
I think they'll be good enough to make the playoffs. They don't have to be great. It's just because the power they coach.
Well,
they defy laws.
I think
the Steelers don't need a quarterback to win games.
I think the Chargers.
Tomlin doesn't.
The Chargers are going to be surprising.
Yeah, the Chargers will be. I think that
they don't need to win regular season.
Teams.
They'll do just enough in the regular season to qualify, and then
steal and then
first round.
Lose in the first round. Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game in like 20 years.
Denver's another team that might
Super Bowl.
Pretty much since they had that Super Bowl, I don't think he's won a playoff game.
But that was in the 20 teams though. That was not 20 years ago.
That was what year was that? Steelers Super Bowl? Was it the teens?
Yeah. They
It was
beat
2009.
the
2009
they beat
against the
the
Cardinals.
they beat it was the Cardinals.
Yeah. Oh, so what? 16 years.
Yeah.
One
That
playoff
is a
win.
totally
though, it's
different
not
makeup.
That's my pitch for this offseason. The one getting a playoff win is just a dumb stat. We haven't won one in 25 years. That's not the stat I care about anymore. Stat I care about is 1993, last time we appeared in a AFC championship. And that was when the Bills knocked us out. I think that's, I don't know, how many years has that been? 32 years?
32 years.
Yeah.
Yep. 32 years for
3-decade gap
championship
from
appearance.
a conference championship. That's, to me, that's more important. Like if we go out and we win a wild card game this year and then we get just absolutely slapped around by whoever the 1 or 2 seed, is anyone really going to be happy?
Nope.
Exactly.
That'll be no different from what the Steelers do.
Who cares about a simple playoff win?
Yeah. So that's my stat, 1993.
Especially if you get bounced out, like get destroyed in that round. If you're highly competitive and almost won the game, then yeah, you might feel okay. But getting destroyed, you don't want to just totally get outclassed, as Color would say. Don't just get outclassed. Act like you belong there. That's the kill. If you get there, act like you belong there.
Hey, listen,
Act like
I
you
don't I don't care what you say, man. Listen, I'm gonna talk to El Capitan, and I am going to I'm going to see. I'll pay for it too. You know, I'll put a few dollars down. I want to see Real Talk Perez and Color have their own show. She was.
You watched Pete? You watched him on Pete channel today?
Yeah. Oh my God, man! Talk about fucking. Talk about the Odd Couple.
The Lord and Howdy show.
I feel like that guy is rage bait and Color takes the bait.
Yes, it probably is.
There's no way
so.
That guy
It does seem that way. It does seem that way, yeah. And the way it does, he says just enough.
Yeah,
just enough to get Color going. Yeah, you're right.
No, I don't think I laughed so much in that fucking dude. You know what's funny? Even Pete was fucking laughing, dude.
Yeah.
You heard Pete laughing in the background?
Yeah. Yep.
But I like the way you said it. You know, he was like, "Hey, man," he said, "You're an idiot." He goes, "I don't listen to the Peanut Gallery."
Yeah.
Hey, JC.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, speaking of which, look who's here, dog. Look who's here. Hey, JC, you always talk about you want the link. Here's the link, bro. Come on up.
Don't get
I didn't. And by the way, I didn't get even though I'm a Cuban, I didn't get offended with your banana boat comment, but whatever.
Oh, look, a jar full of peanuts.
Shout out to my homeboy. There he is, Pete.
Oh,
Yo, as soon as I click in to type that in,
that shit
I
was,
heard my name.
I'm
What
sorry,
happened,
that
Shay?
shit was YouTube gold. Color and Real Talk Perez. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my god.
You made my day, my brother. You made my fucking day.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It was like the best entertainment I've had in a long time. It was awesome. Shout out to Color and shout out to Real Talk. Both of them did their thing. It was awesome. But what were you saying? Because as soon as I clicked in, I went to type that in, Shake, and then you said something about Pete.
No, that's what I said. I said we were talking about that. I said it was on your channel. So shout out to you.
I was just listening. But did you guys see exactly what I just typed in the chat, fellas? Have y'all had a chance to look at the rookie clips?
Yeah, I heard the only one who didn't sign was that the Sabanaya guy, whatever his name was.
Uh-oh.
But he was there at practice. But it looks like, you know what?
He
I'm gonna
didn't
tell you
sound.
honestly.
Oh, maybe
He
he
hasn't.
knows
No,
the
no, but
secret to
About the
Tua.
market.
yeah, but he was dressed today, Crypto, and he was moving a little bit. And to be quite honest, like I think
I don't know.
I think they're starting to think they messed up with this pick because I didn't like his movement. He has like sloppy footwork. Like you see
Does
him.
he have short arms?
Nah, you're gonna have to see it for yourself. The way he moves laterally, like he looks like he has sloppy footwork. Really does.
Shout out
Well,
to
yeah,
Mr.
but
Pope
that's
in the
in
building. What's
bed.
going on, Mr. Pope?
What's up, Shake? What's up, Michael K, Joe, Pete, Liz,
Yo,
Miss Liz? How
What's
you
up,
doing,
man?
Crypto?
good evening,
Hey,
everybody.
Yeah.
Pete
What's
put
up,
on the
Psycho
show
Dolphin?
today. Pete put on the show today. Good grief, Pete put on the show today.
Oh, that's not a
Pete
penalty.
off the chain. The cerebral. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna say it again. Pete stole the title from Triple H. Pete is the cerebral assassin now.
Shout out,
Yeah.
Mr. O.
Hey, by the way, tomorrow, speaking of Speed Super Assassin, tomorrow, don't forget, we're going to be on live at 11 o'clock, talking about
You know,
wrestling talk. So,
rumors are going around, guys, that Quinn Ewers chose 14 because he was the 14th quarterback selected in the draft.
hey, that's Fitzpatrick 2.0, baby.
Uh-oh.
That's some chip on your shoulder
14?
type talk. Yeah,
Was he really the 14th guy?
13
Yeah, he was the
quarterbacks
last
went ahead
quarterback
of him.
selected. I know that. He was the last quarterback selected. Hey, by the way,
13
Crypto, I can't wait to
quarterbacks.
see what your screen name is going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to that.
Have there been any more?
Oh, the screen name. Yeah. I got one in mind. Yep.
Okay.
I'll use.
I spoke to you, Joe, right?
And there was a reason why I liked it that 14. The moment I saw them drop that Dolphins
It's
number,
Jobbers.
I looked at 14. I said, I like that.
Yeah, 3-1 Toronto.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that number.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
that game's over.
Power play goal.
You know,
Dolphins. The
turn the
Panthers
channel.
are playing. The Dolphins are asking the cops to give them tickets because they're getting assaulted.
Hmm.
Oh, well.
So happy Buffalo's coming down. Josh Allen is about to hit 30. His prime days are over.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Say that again, Pete.
Prime
I
days
said
over.
that.
He's about to turn 30. Damn.
God
I said
damn,
that
Pete.
about Brady when I
That's
was
a
in
good one.
college.
That's why I love you, Pete.
Pete, you starting to get bad, man.
Gotta
Dog,
say
man.
something to fix my mental.
Pete, doesn't it seem like it was yesterday that me and you were on TD's Fins Talk?
It does feel like it was like I can't believe sometimes
Yeah, I can't believe
it
it's
says
been
it's
that
like
long
go
ago,
back to
Shake.
like 5 years. Like
Yeah.
5 years. What the hell? COVID was so
Hey,
long
hey, shout out to
ago.
I
Golfy,
know.
man. Hey,
It's
remember,
crazy. Larry
shout out to,
L.
shout out to the Gulf of Canada.
I'm still
Yeah.
gonna be as long as people mention Larry L's name, I'm always gonna say I am mad at Larry L. I need him to click that link and pop up one of these days. I'm mad at you. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah.
Larry who?
Larry L. He was
Yeah,
one of the
Larry
OGs
who?
in the community.
Oh, yeah. Because that was the first player
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
ever
one
been up.
who told Lewis it's on site.
His own site. Yeah. Shake Money call him the Puerto Rican Danny DeVito.
I want to
Yeah.
be able to call him a moron right now.
Right.
That's all. I just want my opportunity to call him a moron right now.
Call him a moron. Hey, Pete, you a moron. Hey, he called
Hey,
everybody
Pete, by the
a
way,
moron.
Pete, EM is going to be in the blender within the next week or two. So you said you're going to come on right after
There
him,
you
right?
go.
Oh, EM. Shout out to EM.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did say that, Shake. I did say
Action
that.
pack.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So
Action pack.
I hope I was the one that helped get EM on your panel for
Hell yeah.
You
the
did.
blender.
You urged him on, Pete.
Hey, by the way, this Tuesday, just so you know, this Tuesday, I got Lisa Fights Cancer this Tuesday.
Huh?
I can't wait for that one.
That's
So
one
what do
thing.
y'all don't think that's like a about the Quinn Ewers picking 14th because he was the 14th quarterback selected? Like, how does that make you feel now? Because he's a rookie. Things that we hear, things that we do, things that we see now are new to us with this prospect. How does that
Hey,
make
man,
y'all
listen.
feel now?
I'm rooting for Quentin Ewers, man. I hope Quentin Ewers does well, man. He might get his opportunity.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
want
to.
to
Yeah,
know
I don't.
that getting an opportunity.
I just don't want fool's gold.
No goal.
Yeah,
No
but
goal.
Yeah,
look at, but
well,
this is why I feel like it
he'll
ain't gonna
play.
be fool's gold. Look at his antics. He's choosing 14, letting those other 13 or other teams know that those 13 quarterbacks in front of me are mistakes. Or
Yeah,
he
he's saying
has
they are
14th as
mistakes.
a
Hey,
reminder to the league, like I'm the 14th quarterback selected. I'm gonna show y'all I'm the best. Like there's some motivation behind that pick of the number,
Yeah,
and
it
that's
is.
the
It's a
big
motivation.
difference. That's why I like 14 better than 0. Even though I keep telling y'all the talents are probably better for Zach, it's just that 0 bothers me.
hey,
And now knowing that he has 14 and there's meaning behind it, Quinn
Is it
Ewers is an
0 or
easy
double
locker
0?
room guy to love.
hey, you
Is
know,
he using double 0
I'm
or
gonna
0?
send it to you. I'm gonna direct message it to you, Pete. According to Mike Florio, he calls bullshit, but whatever. Anyway, the report is that a lot of teams didn't want to pick Quentin Ewers because it's like he was too he was too good to be backup quarterback.
He was too popular to be a backup quarterback, and that's what
That's
they
crazy.
feared. That's what
That's
I was
crazy to
saying on
think
my
somebody
show
was based
earlier.
on that. They be coming up with some crazy
You
reasons.
know who said that? You know who said that? Ian Rappaport on NFL Network. And he was using Shadur Sanders as an example. He said the reason why Shadur Sanders wasn't drafted in the 2nd and they drafted him in the 5th is because most quarterbacks are viewed as a backup quarterback once it gets to the 2nd round. And if they would have drafted Shadur in the 2nd round, he's too much of a popular name to have as a backup in the locker room. And
That's
then
like
he also said
team.
the same applies to Quinn Ewers in the Miami Dolphins. He's too much
Yeah.
of a popular name to be a backup quarterback.
Hey,
The reporters
Pete,
are gonna flock to that.
I want you, Pete. I want you to think about this. When have you ever seen a draft in the NFL? I'm talking about the NFL, right? Where the 5th round is being talked about more than any other fucking pick on your damn team.
Florida scored 3-2.
I know that is true.
What
Good
I
point,
want to,
Shake.
I want no.
It's
This
never
is
been that way. I don't
It's such a
recall that
good
at
point.
all.
It's such a good point that he has sold more. When has a draft has a 5th rounder sold more jerseys than every other player in the 1st
Than
round,
every other
other
player in the
than
first
Cam Ward?
round. Right.
This has to be
Yep.
irrelevant by September.
The only 2 players that sold more than him are Cam Ward and Travis Hunter, and he's a
Yep,
5th rounder.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, I got a question for Mike.
That
K.
proves it even more.
What's
than
that, Psycho Dolphin?
draft talent.
Hey,
Manziel had
Mike, do you see any quarterback that came out the draft that's similar to your quarterback, Josh Allen?
Shit. Who's oh shit, I can't think of the one. Who'd the Giants take?
Jackson
Oh, you
Dart.
talking about Jackson Dart? Yep.
Dart.
Yeah, that would be him. Yeah.
So you think
that would be the one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the
He
one. I mean,
closely
obviously,
resembles him as far as his style.
you know, it depends. I mean, obviously, the game's going to speed up for him, so we'll see what happens. But you got to. Bleezy's a diehard Ole Miss fan, and he doesn't like him.
Oh,
Bleezy. You said Bleezy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, I haven't heard. I haven't seen
Ole
Bleezy in a
Miss.
good little while.
Wait a minute, you talking about the Dolphins Bleezy or the Buffalo Bills Bleezy?
Hey, Grumpy, what's going on, man? What's
38.
going on, Grumpy? You quiet over there, Grumpy. What's going on?
Which one?
Bleezy's 38. The Dolphins guy.
Oh, okay. That
Grumpy
makes
and
sense.
Tonk.
Yo, yo.
Hey, fuck you,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Hey, Tonk, just so you know, I'm a Tonkaneer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a Tonkaneer, man. You're
Damn.
pretty cool, dude.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Mr. Paul.
Hey, by the way, how's your boy? Hey, come
Yeah,
on, Grumpy.
Tonkaneer.
Where's Grumpy at, man?
What's up, Grumpy?
Damn, Grumpy's in here. Uh-oh.
Hey, listen,
There's
Grumpy
Grumpy. There
came
goes the
on here to
neighborhood.
kick me
There
off
goes
my
the
own show.
neighborhood.
Listen, that you heard me?
Exactly, Crypto.
Florida just tied up.
Close your doors.
Yo,
What's going on, Grumpy? Good to see you, my brother.
Oh
hey,
man,
what's up,
Grumpy.
Shane? What's up, my boy?
Florida just tied it up while I was taking a piss.
Everybody, lower your volumes.
Hey, well, hey, yeah, you better lower your volume, motherfucker.
That's my dog. That's my
What
dog,
are you
Grumpy.
talking about?
Hey, listen, Grumpy, don't kick me off my own stream, please. I would appreciate
No.
that.
Right.
Dog,
Hey.
Grumpy is trying to get me deported to El Salvador. I'm just saying. listen,
God damn it! No,
Oh,
that
shit.
no,
Damn, Grumpy,
that was
why
not.
you trying to
That,
get him shipped out of
no,
here,
no. Hey,
Grumpy?
crypto. He's wrong. He's wrong. I want to get him shipped to the Gulf of America, bro.
Oh, shit.
Grumpy, I have a
God
question
damn.
for you. I got a real question for you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead, Pete.
How do you feel about Mike McDaniel telling our second round draft pick on draft day over the phone? He told them, I'm about to have a poly takeover in Miami, and I'm happy to have you here.
Well, technically, Zach Wilson is poly, so yeah.
What is that? You mean, you said a poly?
A
Yeah,
poly, he's got, yep.
Yeah, poly.
So poly
Yeah.
stands.
He's trying.
So
Well,
poly
hey,
means
listen,
like
hey,
a
by
lot.
the way, so
So
you don't know,
Polynesian.
Well, hold on.
Hold on.
Polynesian
Hold on.
is
Pete
different
asked
than
me the
poly.
question, right?
Hold on. Because Tonk is an environmentalist. He's not talking about polyester. But go ahead, Grumpy.
Yeah, but poly means a lot.
Right. Poly, yeah.
Doesn't only mean, which
Damn.
means a lot of ingredients of oil. That's why they call it that.
So who was AP? So who's our second pick, bro?
Jonas Salvanaya, the Polynesian from Hawaii, the one we traded up for in the second round.
Yeah,
He told
and
him
he's
over the phone.
he's from
told him-
Arizona, bro. He's from Arizona.
He told him on the phone,
Wait a
and he
minute.
told him, I'm
He went
here
to
to have a
CSI.
poly takeover. I can't wait to meet you when you come to Miami.
Okay, so you
Sounds racist.
so do you think and to me that sounds racist, right? But again, that sounds to me that he's ready to fucking block for Tua.
That's the first
it's
words
just
he said out of his
marketing
mouth was, "Tell Tua I'm ready." Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Yeah, I'm down with that, bro. I'm good.
He should have, instead of saying poly party, he should have looked up the word that means party in Polynesian or in their culture and said that.
He didn't say party. He said Polynesian takeover.
And we have a Tua, baby.
Takeover.
We have
Oh,
a
Yeah.
okay. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
the takeover.
How do you feel about that,
Tua.
Tom?
Right,
I don't
He
know.
told-
I've never heard Polynesian be called poly, so I don't know. I just don't think it sounds right. I'd rather.
Oh
What else are
Pete's a fucking dumb fuck, bro.
God damn. Damn, Grumpy.
My dog, that's why I love
But
Grumpy, dog.
but
That's
but,
Hey,
but you did.
but Pete, but I fuck with Pete. Pete's a good friend of mine. Me and Pete, we made peace. We made peace. So I'm good with Pete.
But when I
Poly party
first said
sounds
it,
like
you said it
the
was kind of
Department
racist, though, Grumpy.
Miami officials.
What
I
if-
did not
what-
say that. I did not
But-
say it was racist.
You said it was
Somebody
racist.
else said that.
No,
So let
that
me
was
ask-
me.
so-
that
so-
was me that said it.
So what if he would have said to a white person, "I'm here to have a white takeover"?
Oh, come on,
How would
dog.
that
Come
have
on,
Yeah,
dog.
that sounds like they're gonna. That
That would
sounds
definitely
like
be on
that
9 o'clock
sounds like
news.
something with skinheads and shit like that.
You see what I'm saying?
Minority
That's
at the
gonna
end.
be
Like
on the 9
that's so.
o'clock
Like,
news.
look,
That's the case.
Polynesian people. I've never heard them being called poly before. I just don't. I don't know. There's got to be another way
Polly
to
want a
describe.
cracker? Polly want a
Did
cracker?
There's got to
Absolutely.
be another way to describe the culture than say poly.
That's kind of
Like I
like
say,
Well, Mike McDaniel's
off.
probably just being loose at the.
I don't
you
say
know,
Paul. I use
with
Paul.
it.
Maybe that's what he just thought off the top of his head. He was just trying to be just trying to be welcoming.
Maybe you should have called him Mexican, bro.
No.
Damn. Just totally
It's just
call him
sometimes
Polynesian
it's like
Mexican.
sometimes. Well, I
Damn.
mean,
What if he
it's
would have said, "I'm here"? He would have drafted a Mexican in the second round and told him, "I'm here to have a Mexican takeover. I can't wait
Oh
to see
shit!
you
Hey,
on
you know
the
what?
Oh, and then
I would jump
no,
up and
Pete, if he
fucking
would
do
have
a
said
fucking
that,
party for the Mexicans,
no,
baby.
Pete, he would have
well,
deported
maybe
him
we're
and
gonna have a
McDaniel
Cinco de
because he's
Mayo.
trying to get rid of all the Mexicans. So if they
No,
would
I
have been
would say
deported,
I
ICE
would
would have
say
showed up at their door if Peter said that.
I would say if we were drafting someone from Mexico, I would say we're gonna have Cinco de Mayo in April or something like that.
No, well, see, I would not. I would not agree with that. I'd rather go with the September 16, the Grito,
You can't say
the
Mexicans are
Mexicans,
taking
bro.
over in America in this environment.
Shout out to Grumpy, man. That's why I love Grumpy, man.
Man, I love you guys, bro. I fuck with you guys.
I fuck with you too, man.
I don't know, man. If
You
McDaniel
keep it
would have
real.
said he's gonna have a black takeover,
Okay,
Yeah,
a
yeah. See, you're
Cuban
not gonna say
takeover,
that. We would say
Pete.
we would say
Yeah,
we
yeah.
would
Bring
say
the Cuban coffee.
we would say an Egyptian takeover or a Kenya takeover.
yeah. What if he would have said a Kenya takeover?
Hey, well, Pete. Let me ask you a question, bro. Let
McDaniel
me
would have
ask you
been
a
up out of
question.
here.
Oh man.
Why
Pete,
isn't
can I
he
ask
out
you
of
a
here
question,
now?
Pete?
Hey guys, hold on, guys. Hold on real quick. You guys want a quick laugh? This guy says it's the Jets division next year.
Oh,
Never. It
damn.
ain't good. No, never.
They better not fin ahead of us.
Never.
If they
It's
do,
not gonna
everybody's
happen.
getting
God
fired.
damn.
Their fans
I'm
will
a
have.
It might
Aaron
not happen, but it
Aaron
better
Glenn.
not happen.
Adam
Say
Gase
That's a
has a
measuring
better
stick.
chance. Adam Gase has a
Aaron
better chance
Glenn
of not
might get
looking like he's on
replaced
drugs.
mid-season,
Wow,
bro. They might fire Aaron Glenn mid-season.
man, that's a true Jets fan there. To say
Well,
make
Thank you
that
it
for
would
kind
be
of
laughing,
like the
Jets
decision.
gang.
Jets to
Appreciate
have a
you.
coach fired and still wouldn't finish ahead of us.
Hey, Pete. What do you think about our pick, Jordan Phillips, bro?
I think we had one of the worst drafts I've ever seen, bro.
Oh
Whoa.
my God, are you kidding me?
Damn it.
Are you
Yes, it was.
Damn,
serious?
see that, Grumpy? You heard that, Grumpy?
I only really like 2 draft picks, Grumpy. There's
Okay,
only 2 draft picks.
which ones were those, bro?
Hey,
I
Jets
bet
gang, why don't you
Fields
click
have
the
Fifth,
link, Jets gang? Please. Hey, click the
Jason
link.
Yeah,
Marshall,
My
please,
favorite
please.
Jason
two
I
picks
want to hear what Jets
came
gang
by them not
say.
even picking a
Hey,
player.
why don't you
Jason
click the
Traded
Marshall
link,
for a
Jets
third
gang?
Jr.
round
I
pick.
seen Jets gang
I'm
on.
asking.
Hey,
I'm
listen, I
asking
seen.
Pete a question, but nobody can hear me. Go
Hold on
ahead.
real quick. Hey, I'm
We hear
sorry,
you.
Grumpy, because I seen Jets gang on the round table. I know we're not as popular as the AFC East round table, and nor do I expect to be. But come on, Jets gang, why don't you click the link? I know you've been on the AFC East round table. I know you've been up on panels
Yeah.
before. So please click up the link and tell us and educate us, Dolphin fans, why you're gonna
They're going to
overtake
win the
the Bills.
division. Yeah, he said they're going to win the division.
What was the
Jets will be
question
the
again,
AFC
Grumpy?
East
That
champions.
means the
I'm
Bills.
not even
and
saying the Dolphins are
yeah.
going to win. Why do you think you're going to dethrone the Bills? Because that's who's going to obviously going to win it next year.
Dude's been drinking directly out of the Hudson.
What was the question again, Grumpy?
No, he's used one of those purifiers, those life straws, Michael K.
Yeah.
Well, y'all
It's
need to
funny when
stop.
he's got
Yeah,
it.
he must be ordering from
It's
Tom's
no, but
show.
hold on. I think you put the live straw on the wrong end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
He says he's coming on. He's coming on as soon as we
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, I want
All
to
right,
hear
Jets
this.
gang. I'm gonna hold you to it, my brother. Hey man. Hey, listen. I love Jets gang. He always comes on. It was funny. One thing about the Jets gang, he comes on beginning of the season saying it's Jets. It's gonna be the Jets division, and then by week 8, I don't see him anymore.
Yeah, it's Jets division.
Right.
It's Jets division until week 1.
That's why I've been saying. But what's wrong with saying it's the
Dolphins?
Dolphins division?
It's no.
We have to wait till week
I don't know.
Everything.
Not with
our
Josh
division
Allen
to lose.
as quarterback of the Bills. It's not
This
gonna
is
happen.
our division to lose.
No, it's the
Peter,
Bills.
are you
division
drinking
to
out of the
lose.
Hudson too? Are you having water bottled water flowing in from the Hudson.
And he
Oh,
drinks
is
out
that
of.
what you?
Hey, listen, he drinks out of aluminum cans, so you know he doesn't drink out of plastic, but it's aluminum cans out of the Hudson.
Yeah, I don't have any microplastics.
Is it
in my
sustainable?
water.
Is it sustainable? Talk.
I'm
The
just having
aluminum,
fun
the
with
I
type
could
of
see.
aluminum.
I could see the
Jets gang,
Dolphins
we love you
beating the
over here,
Bills
Jets gang.
with
Yes.
So you know that.
with a Zach
Yes.
Wilson that has finally found an offensive coach.
Shout
I
out to
can see
Jets
it.
gang. Real talk.
Maybe. But with Tua, no.
That's the problem with Tua.
So with Tua, we can make it to the playoffs, but we're not going to win the division.
They would have to leapfrog a lot of teams in the AFC.
Yeah, and I think right now the Bills are very strong and they're not going anywhere soon.
The
No,
Bills,
gang
the
had a
Bills are
vision.
up and down.
No,
The
Mr.
Bills are
Pope,
up and
the
down.
Jets
Only
game,
because
they win the division because everybody else has passed away and died.
hey,
Josh Allen could easily have a high turnover season all over again. He's
Hey,
only
listen.
had a good non-turnover season one time this past season. He could easily start forcing it again, and boom, lose 2-3 extra games that he would have won if he didn't turn the ball over. That can happen this upcoming season.
By the
And
way,
Michael-
I just want to say this real quick. Hey, listen, this time next year, I may not be able. I have to delete this meme, but as of today, I could still use this meme.
Buffalo might, instead
Yep,
of like
as of
everybody
today, you can
thinking
use the meme.
Buffalo's going to win the 13-14 games, but Josh Allen might throw away 3
Hey,
games.
listen, they might listen.
11
He'll throw away
11
the
wins takes the
game.
division. We could get to
Nah,
11.
they're still going to win
I
the
tell you,
division, though.
if
We could
Josh
get to 11.
if Josh keep turning it up like he did last season, I don't know.
Then he's going to
Turn it
run
up.
away. If he turns
We're
it up
gonna
like last
win
season, Mr.
11
Paul,
games with
the Bills
fucking
are gonna
oars, bro.
the Bills are going to
What,
turn it
you
up
was-
with
What did you say?
14-15
Wait a
wins.
minute, Grumpy put his finger on it. Grumpy just put his finger on it. Quentin Ewers is going to lead us to 11 wins.
Hey, aren't you
Okay.
isn't your college team the
I agree
Texas,
with Grumpy.
the Texas Longhorns? Grumpy.
Hey, like they say over here in Texas, right? Don't fuck with the horns, bro, because you're gonna get the fucking you're gonna get the horns, bro. Don't fuck with the bull because you're gonna get the horns.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Some people
Damn.
might like
Pete,
the horns though. Depends on who you talk.
Pete.
I like that Quinn Ewers.
Quentin
Yeah.
Said he
Ewers.
want- Pete's,
So
Grumpy, Pete
Quentin
says he's
Ewers
gonna
is
sit your
leading
mask,
us to the
Grumpy.
Super Bowl?
We're
know
gonna
what?
I'm
fucking
trying to
win
You know what,
11
guys?
games.
You know what,
We're gonna
guys?
we're gonna win
I have
11 games.
guys.
Hold on, Pete. Hold
I
on,
don't want
Pete.
to win
We're
11
gonna win
games if we
11
go
games
to the
with
Super Bowl.
Oars. We're gonna go to the AFC Championship with Oars.
Hell yeah.
I currently have 2
Yeah.
man crushes on
What
our
about Zach
quarterbacks
Wilson?
right now.
Grumpy?
I have 2
No Zach
man
Wilson?
crushes. My
Zach
2
Wilson
man
will
crushes.
go with
My 2
Pete and
man
drink some
crushes
beers.
are Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers. Those are my 2 man crushes.
Just happens to be the two
Grumpy,
backup QBs.
you all right there,
So,
Grumpy.
God damn. Pete said he
Zach
had 2
Wilson
man
will go
crushes.
drink some
Ewers
beers
and
with fucking
Zach
Pete. That's what
Wilson.
he's gonna do.
And
No, they got biscuits and gravy. They're going to be cooking. Biscuits
I can
and gravy, goddammit.
No, seriously though, seriously, guys, seriously. I think that look, honestly, Pete and all you guys, I'm seriously talking serious, right? So I believe that Zach Wilson is gonna be cut because Oars is gonna fucking beat him out. Because I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you right now, Zach Wilson is trash, bro. He's not gonna fucking be our second quarterback. He's not gonna do that. And sorry for the language, Shake. But I'm telling you,
Okay,
I'm
hey, listen,
telling.
fuck is okay over here, Grumpy.
Okay,
let it
so
rip.
all I'm saying is that Oars is gonna beat him out, bro. And the reason I say
Damn.
that because and I'm not talking crap about Bo Nix, right? Bo Nix was a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback.
With all due respect, Grumpy, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, but Bo Nix
If
is
you
like a
if
7-year senior who entered the
if
NFL.
Oh, I
Grumpy,
understand that,
Grumpy, all
but
I'm saying, Grumpy, if you're right and he beats out Zach Wilson in open quarterback competition where you're wrong at, Zach Wilson still isn't going to get cut, buddy.
You guys watch Ewers play, right?
Zach Wilson will not get cut.
He's gonna get cut, bro. He's trash.
Tua might get cut because if
He's
better
trash,
than
bro.
Zach
Come on,
Wilson
dog.
Tua might get cut. Yeah, because this will be the best quarterback on the roster. Quinn Ewers as a 7th rounder. If Grumpy's right, Quinn Ewers will be better than Tua in that, and he would have to go light years ahead of Zach Wilson. Think about what you're saying. They will cut Tua and have Zach as the backup.
Did I just put lead in fucking in Pete's fucking pistol? I mean, stop, bro. Stop.
If
Stop
he
with
beats
that
out
crap,
Zach
bro.
Wilson, that means he's better than Tua. Think about it.
Assassin at it again.
You're not thinking, bro. Zach Wilson
Shout out
is
to
the
Costa
backup.
Nostra. Costa Nostra says
you know
yours is
how
number 2.
Grumpy, you know how dumb the organization will look after telling the world this was a calculated target. What was that? A broken calculator or something? How can we trust? How can we trust the evaluation that you guys?
Are we talking the true talk right now? Are we talking the true talk?
You got to make some more sense out here, bro. I know you don't like my take, but golly, your takes don't even stay on track.
Oh, my takes are crap.
Oh,
my takes are crap. But you're agreeing. You're agreeing.
I said, if what you're saying is right, then the possibility is going to end up being Quinn Ewers will be the starter. I'm not saying you're wrong that there's no chance for Quinn Ewers beating out Zach. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't see it happening. And if it does happen, right, then we're talking about Quinn Ewers being the possible backup, because what this quarterback basically is telling us is he's better than a top flight backup quarterback. So Zach Wilson is a top flight backup quarterback to this regime. What is Quinn Ewers if Quinn Ewers beats out Zach Wilson in quarterback competition? What's over top flight backup quarterback? Like at that point,
can I ask a question, Pete, if you don't mind? I got to ask a question because I'm trying to understand the logic. Can you just do an exercise for me real quick? What are some of the issues that we have Tua? Can you name them off for us, please?
Say that again. What's some of the
issues that we have with Tua? Can you name them off, please?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you my number one issue. My number one issue.
He makes Hawaiian punch for breakfast.
The number one issue with Tua is how he makes a roster believe that they can win with him.
Okay, all right. Let's take that. Hold on 1 second.
The leadership.
Hold on 1 second, Pete. Let's take that out of it, okay? Let's not. I don't want to go that route.
I think that's the
Let's
most
talk
important
about
thing.
his abilities. What are the issues with his abilities? Can you name those
As
off?
a quarterback, to me, the most important thing is field vision, and he lacks field vision.
Okay, so he lacks field vision. What do you think about his arm? What do you think about his arm?
His arm is possibly stronger than what it was as a rookie, but I don't think he has an arm that fits.
Okay, so he doesn't have an arm.
I don't
what do you think his?
arm
What do
that
you think
fits
about his rush ability, like running? What do you think about that?
I think if he runs, he's an injury away.
Okay. Do you think he knows how to read the more elite defenses?
He doesn't have field vision, so I don't think he reads the defense. Post
Okay.
He can't read it. He probably does a good job pre-snap.
You have all of
but not
these
post-snap.
issues, right? You have all of these issues. What if I told you Quinn Ewers has just as much of a noodle arm than Tua? What if I told you he lacks field vision as well? What if I told you that Tua is actually a slightly better runner than Quinn Ewers?
Based on what I've seen, I'll tell you I don't believe you.
I'm telling you right now that
but
what
based
you're
on what
looking
I've
at
seen
is
from
some
Quinn
fake mirage. Bro, I'm telling you straight up, it's some fake mirage that you're watching. And the fact that all these people in the media are trying to say he's a top flight quarterback, I'm sorry, but that's a bunch of hopium. And all those people, I don't care. I'll put my name on it. All those people need to be drug tested. Not
Well,
kidding.
He's just
First
mad
of all-
because
First
Quinn Ewers
of all,
rejected
this is-
Ohio.
No,
This is
no,
a-
I'm not mad.
this is
I'm
a
not mad at
five-star
Listen,
recruit.
listen,
This is a
listen.
five-star
You can't
recruit,
even
buddy.
bring
Oh,
up
now
shit
we
about
get to the
Ohio.
bottom of it.
Hold
You're
on,
mad,
hold on,
bro.
hold
You're
on.
a Quinn
Hold
Ewers
on.
hater, bro. You're a Quinn
No,
Ewers
I'm
hater.
not a Quinn Ewers hater. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's where you guys want to blind yourselves. I was there day one with Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers came to Ohio State before he went to Texas. Right?
Yeah.
When he was at Ohio
That's why you're
State,
mad.
he was a dog. He let the hair grow. He let it pick a person and let it fly kind of guy. Right? He was
That's why
actually a
Marino
mean
2.0.
motherfucker, an assassin.
Right, Ali.
Right? That's
He's
what Quinn
Marino
Ewers was.
2.0.
That's what he was. But just like Crypto said a couple episodes back, he's lost his edge. So why the hell do I want to bring in
How
a
does he
quarterback
lost his
that
edge?
has
What the
all
hell
the
is
same
Ali
that
talking
has
about? Y'all
all
letting
the
this
same
happen?
faults? Has all the
No.
same
Had to
faults.
be.
Let me ask you a
He had
question.
an
Why would
edge.
I want to replace a noodle arm for
It
another
was a
noodle
dull
arm?
Gillette
Please
blade,
tell
but
me.
it was
have
an
a
edge.
noodle. He
It
doesn't
Why?
have
was
a
a dull
noodle
blade,
arm.
but
He
he had
doesn't
an
have a
edge.
noodle arm.
Hey,
I don't know
I'm
where
telling
you're
you,
It
he
was
got
a
a
dull
noodle arm.
Gillette blade is what it
He has a
Hey,
was.
stronger
Shay.
arm than
I'm
Tua, bro.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. It's not fully noodle. It's slightly al dente. I'm sorry, but he got a fucking
Damn.
noodle arm.
Thank
What
you.
about
Okay.
pasta?
Well,
Is it
well,
pasta? What
well,
about wheat
well,
pasta? Is it wheat
well.
pasta, Ali?
No, hold on.
Bro,
No,
I'm
Ho-
telling you, the guy
Ali,
has all the same
hold
problems.
on,
You're
Ali.
replacing
Hold
a
on.
right-handed
Hold
Tua. I'm
on,
sorry, a
bro.
left-handed
Hold
Tua
the
for
fuck
a
on.
right-handed Tua.
Yeah, tell him something, Grumpy, because I don't agree
Hold
with
the
this guy,
fuck
bro.
on, bro.
Nothing he said was
Hold on,
crazy.
Ali. Hold on, bro. I seen this guy right here in Texas since he's been here, bro.
And
If
that's why you
wanna
need
talk
to be
about-
drug
you
tested.
want to talk about noodle arm, bro? You want to
Shut
talk
up,
about
bro.
I'm
Zach
trying to get
Wilson
somebody
noodle arm? Okay,
with some wheat
that's
pasta
a noodle
arm.
arm.
That's what I need.
Okay, okay.
Ali's
So let
just
me
a
tell
hater.
you one
That's all
thing,
that
bro.
is.
Let me
Ali's
tell you.
just a
Let
hater. That's all that is.
Go ahead.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead
bro.
and bring all the
Maybe-
shit
maybe-
you want to talk, bro, because I'm
Maybe
going to tell
Ron
you
will
right
give
now,
up.
Crap,
I
what
will
you
run
wanna talk?
circles
And I
against
can't
you.
cuss in here, bro. I can't cuss in here.
No, cuss.
But
Why
I'm
can't
gonna
you
tell
cuss
you
in here?
something. I'm gonna tell you
You can
something,
cuss.
Ali.
Man,
You
pop
better
up.
watch
Go ahead and
yourself.
cuss.
Quinn Ewers, I'm telling you,
You can't
he's gonna
even say
take over
his
this.
name right, bro.
He's gonna
Get
take
the
over
fuck
this
out of here.
fucking team.
Oh my God.
You're just a hater, Ali. That's all that is.
I'm not a
Go back
fucking
to
hater.
Ohio,
You're
bro.
a hater.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not
You're
a
a
hater.
hater.
I'm not
Bro,
even the only people that
because
feel
you
this
wanted
way.
Will
You're
Howard
a
here,
hater.
bro.
You're loud
Get the
and
hell out
wrong.
of here.
You're loud and wrong, Ali. You're loud and wrong.
Loud and wrong.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Marino
We'll see.
2.0.
They might as well call him Tua Ewers. 'Cause
fact, I'm
that's
gonna say he's
exactly
better
what he
than Dan
is.
Marino.
Yeah,
We might
okay.
not see.
We're gonna
We
call
might
him.
not see.
Wait.
You know
When,
what?
when
The
we're here
reality
7
is,
years
Ali,
later with the
Ali,
same thing with our dick in our hands, right?
Ali,
I'll be sitting here and be like, I told you all. I told
Ali,
you all.
Damn.
I know I'm gonna be the one sitting here. I told you all. You know why? I'm gonna tell you
Damn.
what's gonna happen with the Dolphins right now because I got.
You said the same thing about Skyler.
This is what's gonna happen. Sam
Yeah,
Darnold, the Sam
yeah, he
Darnold
did say
effect.
that.
He did,
That's
he
on
did say
record.
the same thing
Zach
about
Wilson
Skyler,
is
to be
gonna.
honest.
Zach Wilson is gonna start. He's gonna play the
That's
full
on record.
season. He's gonna ball out, lose that first playoff game. We're gonna be worried about how much we're gonna pay Zach, extend Zach. We're off of Tua crap, and we're not even gonna extend Zach.
Why
because
is it
Quinn
that we
Ewers,
listen? Why
year
is
two,
it that we have to listen
year
to this
two,
shit?
sitting behind
Because
and learning the system for
because
a
Grumpy,
full
you
year,
said you
we're
look
gonna
up to
go in
Pete.
with
You
Quinn
said
Ewers next year
it's
as
a
the
breath of
future.
fresh air, Grumpy. That's what you said.
No,
I think
Pete's my
it's because
brother.
you
I
don't
love
cuss
Pete.
enough,
I love
Grumpy. You
Pete.
can
Listening to
cuss on
Pete is
this
a breath
channel.
of
I
fresh
love
air.
Pete. I love Pete. I
Quinn
love
Ewers
Pete.
is going
He's
to
my
sit
brother.
a
He's my
year.
brother.
Quinn Ewers
Right,
is going to
Grumpy.
sit a
It's a breath
year,
of fresh air.
develop, while
Yeah.
Zach Wilson takes off and
He's a
holds the
douche.
fort down.
Ollie, I'm with you, man. I agree with your points, Ollie. If the Bills, Jets, or the Patriots had drafted this guy, we'd be making fun of him.
No, I'm telling you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. Go watch his actual tape, bro. I'm telling you, this guy is not the answer. You guys think that he's gonna come in and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a badass. I'm day one MF." I'm sorry, no, he's
He's
not.
better than fucking Zach
I can
Wilson.
tell you right now,
He could do everything.
Tua can beat this guy with his eyes closed.
He's better than
Tua Tua will beat this
Wilson.
guy with his eyes closed.
I
God
agree. I'm
damn,
not
is
even
that
pro
bad?
Tua, and I agree.
That means an alpha quarterback.
I'm telling you
God damn.
right now.
Tua is
that
actually a better
the fact that we even
God damn.
picked up Quinn Ewers shows you what type of circus team
You know
we
what?
really
You know
are,
what?
bro.
I am. You know what? I am so done with this team right now. I'm gonna go to the Gulf of America, bro. Forget this shit.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm
don't
done.
say it so. I don't, bro. Don't go to the Gulf of
I
America.
am
Go to
done.
Gulf of
I am
Canada.
going to the Gulf of America, bro.
You
I'm
need to
done.
come out here
What
to the
about the
Gulf.
Gulf of
You need to
what
come out
about
here
the
to the
Gulf of
Gulf
North
of Puget
Korea?
Sound.
I'm going to the Gulf of North Korea, goddammit.
You know
Yeah,
what? You know
yeah.
what?
Good luck with all
What
that.
they need to do,
I'd rather
what they
move
need
to
to really
fucking
do,
goddamn fucking Germany, bro.
they need to
Fuck the
change the
Gulf of
Gulf's
America.
name. They need to change the Gulf's name. They need to change the Gulf's name, not to a Gulf of America, not to the Gulf of Mexico. Let's just call it the Gulf of Enrico Vespucci, right? Who is the real person that really founded America, to be honest.
Vespucci.
Oh, there you go. Goodness, that sounds like French
No,
name for
Ponce
sex.
de Leon.
It sounds
Ponce
like
de
a French
Leon discovered
prostitute.
America.
He was a
Goddamn.
actually, I want to say he was a Spanish.
Sounds like a French prostitute. Your name.
No,
It
Ponce
does
de
kind of sound
Leon
like that, to be
discovered
honest.
America.
He was Spanish,
Jesus.
actually.
So my wife just told me we're moving to Brazil, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's
Goddamn.
awesome. I'm actually jealous if you're going to Brazil.
We should go get some name off the red light district street or something, and then name it that.
Pictures of the ladies I seen in Brazil. Grumpy, man, I wish I could be going with you, bro.
I'll tell you what, if Grumpy's moving to Brazil, then that means he's going to be watching a different kind of football for sure.
Hey,
Yeah,
football,
that football is there.
football.
Football.
Goal!
It's foosball. Foosball. Foosball.
That's not football I'm talking about. It's a ladies Brazilian football team over there in a good creek.
Oh, damn, a lady Brazilian team, Mr. Pope?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
Hey, you know what their name is? You know what the team's name is? The Brazilian Waxes.
The Brazilian what?
What?
The Publess.
No, you said there's a female Brazilian team. They're called the Brazilian Waxes.
The Brazilian waxes?
What?
Publess.
You've never heard of a Brazilian wax?
Yeah, I get them all the time.
God damn.
Talk about TMI.
Oh yeah, that's what you had asked me, Grumpy. What were my favorite
Jesus.
draft picks? And my two favorite draft picks are Jason Marshall Jr. and Quinn Ewers. I don't know all that hate that this man wants to talk about Quinn Ewers, but my two
Trying to
favorite
get
The
a
drafts
Brazilian wax,
are
bro. I
Jason
get them all
Trying
the
to get a
time,
wax
bro.
job.
Quinn Ewers.
He wants a wax job.
All the
So,
other
Pete,
ones,
you don't
all the
like the
other
defensive
players, they
tackle?
get wax jobs.
Hey, Pete.
And this Jonah guy, he might go down as one of the biggest buses ever. This is a strictly make Tua
Not really
feel
a bust,
comfortable
Pete,
pick.
Pete, do me a favor. Do me a favor. What playoff team, what playoff contender, right, that was actually in the playoffs and that was worth a damn that Tua beat? I'll sit here and wait.
Which playoff team did he beat that, in your opinion, is not worth a damn?
I'm talking about that is like worth a damn. Like did he beat the Baltimore Ravens this past season? No.
All I know
Did
is
he
he
beat-
made it to the playoffs
Did he beat
2 years
Houston?
in a row.
No.
He made it to
Did
the
he-
playoffs 2 years
Zach
in a row.
Wilson?
Okay,
And-
so
and that's what he was
I
able
know
to
we
do.
got to the playoffs, but some of that happened without Tua, to be honest.
And hold on.
And just
Not
I
only
want to
did
be
he
I want to
make
be
it to
clear
the-
why
no,
I'm
no, no,
asking
no,
this. I want to be
no,
clear.
Hold on.
Hold
There's
on,
a
hold
big
on, hold
difference
on
'cause
one
you keep
second.
comparing
Just
talking
hold
about,
on.
hey, Tua's
Hold
better
on.
than him.
I
You know
want
how
to be
Tua's
clear
not
on
better
why
than
I'm
him?
asking the question.
Quinn Ewers played with a busted
What
oblique
playoff
all
team did
year.
Quinn Ewers beat? I'll be waiting my
played
rest of
a
my
full
life. He
season
didn't beat
last
anybody.
season with a busted oblique. Would Tua done that?
Who did
Tua
Quinn
would've
Ewers
sat.
beat that was worth a damn?
He played
Nobody.
with a busted
Nobody,
Couldn't
oblique
beat
all year
Alabama.
and made it to the
Couldn't even
playoffs.
beat
He played
Washington.
hurt.
Couldn't
He
even
played
beat
hurt.
Georgia. Who did he beat?
Damn.
He beat up on teams called Middle Tennessee.
He
Not even the
played
Hurricanes could beat
with a
them.
high ankle sprain and a busted oblique
That's
after week
blasphemy.
3 of the
I
season.
ankle sprained
and
my ass,
ongoing.
bro. I'm telling you straight up, bro.
Ongoing.
This
And he
guy
still was able
cannot
to do
play
some big
when the
things.
lights are the brightest, bro. I'm telling you straight
He
up.
hasn't been.
He's a
he
hater.
only
You're
had-
loud and wrong, Ali.
I'm just speaking facts, bro. The guy didn't win a single playoff game in his career.
You're
Offense
speaking
with
feelings.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
He's Dan Marino 2.0.
Damn
That's
right.
all it needs to be said.
Oh my God, you got
Marino
You
2.0.
haven't seen him drop back. and
Marino
throw
is
to
actually
Waddle and
blushing
Tyreek
over the
Hill.
guy.
Hell yeah,
As we
that's who
speak,
picked. That's who made
Marino's
the pick.
blushing over
Actually,
the guy.
Marino said,
Yep.
"Listen, you got to make this pick."
Yep.
No, that was
Exactly.
actually Des Bryant. Des Bryant was the one that came out and said that Quinn Ewers is Dan Marino 2.0, and he's
Yeah, he
way
did.
better
And
than
Marino
Tua
said,
already.
and Marino Pete said, I agreed with them. And Marino came and agreed with them.
As a matter of fact,
That's
he
what
almost.
he
Hey, listen, Marino almost gave him the number 13 jersey. Damn it!
Exactly. He was contemplating unretiring his jersey for this man.
Quinn Ewers actually said he don't want it. He wants 14 to remind the league that 13 other teams, 13 other quarterbacks weren't better than me.
Yep. Hey, Quinn Ewers is going to have his number retired.
Hey, I don't care what you guys say about
Buffalo Bills have to be worried.
I don't care about what
To
you
me,
guys say
the
about
Buffalo
Pete.
Bills
Pete
are
is a
more
good friend of
worried.
mine, and I love what Pete says all the time.
Hell yeah.
To me, the
There
Buffalo
you go,
Bills
Grumpy.
are worried more about our backup quarterback than they are against Tua.
Hey Pete. So
No, they're not.
Hey Pete, since
And
me
I'm
and you
glad
on the
we
same
switched them
page,
up.
right, Pete? Since me and you on the same page, right, Pete? What do you think? What do you think we should do with the? What do you think
First
about?
of all, me and you ain't on the same page.
The
I'm light years ahead of you, but go ahead.
damn.
okay. So since now that you fucking threw me off, now,
Yeah.
well, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself, you fucking trash bitch ass
Okay,
motherfucker.
go ahead.
Hey, okay.
Jesus.
Keep that same energy. Go
God
ahead.
damn.
I'm
What
gonna
was
keep the same
question?
energy. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, OG3 is gonna be the next fucking
He ain't gonna
running
have
back
over
that's
300
gonna
yards
fucking
rushing.
kill the motherfuckers, bro.
He ain't gonna have over 300 yards rushing.
Man,
Y'all
see,
get
look
hyped
at this
up at
piece of
every
shit.
rookie.
You know what?
Shit.
What the fuck
Y'all
is
do
this?
this every offseason. Every rookie. So now we got every rookie's gonna be a rookie of the year on our team.
No, I
You know
don't. I
what?
don't. I don't
Gordon
feel
ain't
that
gonna
way
get
at
no
all.
touches.
Let me ask you this though, Pete,
He's gonna
about
be in the
OG3
Jalen
real
Wright
quick. I know you don't think he's going to get 300 yards rushing, but with his catching ability, could he get 300 yards passing?
He's not gonna get 300 yards receiving either.
Okay, all right. I just want to see how you felt about it.
This fucking guy, bro.
He's not gonna play that
Like,
much. This is A-Chain world.
why are you fucking
It's
still
A-Chain's
here?
world. This is A-Chain's world with a little bit of right.
A-Chain.
Why are you here, bro? Why are you here?
Because I'm
Why
trying
don't you
to
go
tell
back to
y'all
your
what to do.
channel with the two people that listen to you, bro? CB83 and the other motherfucker, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Damn.
God
told CB83 this.
He said, go ahead, throw it in the bus.
God damn.
God damn. He said only two people CB83.
I was mad. He tried to put us on the same page, Mr. Paul, talking about we in the same book, same page. No, we not.
Of course not. Because you're a piece of shit.
God damn.
Oh, come
Because
on.
all you do is fucking
We're
negative
good.
stuff, bro. Like
What
what are you
negative?
talking
God
about?
What negative?
Damn,
You don't like
stop.
that? He's a 6th-round rookie. He's not gonna
Oh my
do it.
God,
Jalen Wright is a
Pete.
3rd rounder. They're
Pete,
going
I
to
was trying to
unleash him.
agree with you earlier, bro. And
You don't have
but
to
all you
agree.
do
You just
is
don't know.
all you do is negative stuff, bro.
You don't know Tim
Actually,
Dillon.
Look, Pete. Look, Pete. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. If you bring me up to your show, bro, I guarantee you get 1,000 motherfucking listeners. Because you know why?
Shit.
Because
He said
I
he
will
bringing an
fucking
audience.
put you to fucking school. I will put you to fucking school because you don't know what the fuck I know about football, motherfucker. Hey, listen to me.
So mad.
God damn.
This
Hey,
was great.
Grumpy.
Why are you so
Hey,
mad?
do we need to buy a new pen and paper, or do you need a number 2 pencil? What kind of pen does he need? A Sharpie, or what are we working with?
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
A number 2 pencil's gonna be stuck in his neck, homie.
God damn.
Come on, man.
Dude, damn.
God damn.
I guess Grumpy's anger management classes aren't working.
I mean, what?
And
I
he
wonder
wants
where
to
he
take
got
me
the
to
name
school.
from.
He don't even listen when he's in class. He wants to become the teacher.
He reminds me of Psycho from Stripes. Francis, settle down, Francis.
Hey, they want to have me. They want to have. They want to have me the stripes like Dennis the Menace, but that ain't gonna happen, bro.
Settle down, Francis.
I don't think your mask is angry enough.
That's the mild mannered.
Actually, one thing that Pete just said contradicts what he said about Quinn Ewers.
I agree.
What?
Because Pete said something about Ollie Gordon's just a 6th rounder. He ain't gonna beat no 3rd rounder. Right. Well, you were just saying Quinn Ewers is gonna beat Zach Wilson, and I'm sorry, Quinn Ewers was 7th round draft pick. He ain't gonna beat no 1st rounder. By that logic.
Damn.
Yeah, but hold on a second. I think honestly, y'all saying depending on where the person fell in the draft is going to determine their entire career or their starts or their efficiency or their statistics. That don't mean shit.
I know.
Hey, Don,
You don't
Hold
get
on.
Where did Johnny
It means-
Manziel? Where did Johnny Manziel get picked? Where did
That's a fact.
Deshaun Watson get picked? Where
Where
did
did-
I think Johnny Manziel.
how many
Johnny
number
Manziel was in the
ones
bar.
won Super Bowls?
Where did
How many
Tua get
number
picked?
2s won Super Bowls? How many number 3s won Super Bowls? How many number 10s won Super Bowls?
Johnny Manziel fell in the draft, right? He wasn't top 5, was he?
Hey, where was Brock Purdy? Hey, where was Brock Purdy? Where was Brock Purdy?
It doesn't fucking matter. They got into the NFL, the most fucking professional league.
Johnny
almost
Manziel was
in America,
22nd overall.
And you're saying
Where was
because
Brock
the dude went
Purdy?
in the 5th round that he's trash? That's
Hey, bro,
bullshit.
where was Brock Purdy?
I think they took
Where
it
was
too
Brock
serious.
Purdy?
I was just pointing out a comment you made.
And then so it's not exactly. And then if somebody, if they're drafted, down in the 5th, they're Mr. What is it called? Mr. Irrelevant. It's like a motherfucker can't even get picked without being judged. If he's number 1, oh, he's gonna be the savior. He's gonna be this. If he's in the 5th round, he's Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Can't do it. Mr. Fall in the draft. It's like shut the fuck up and let the motherfuckers get drafted.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hey, bro. When I went to the San Francisco game, right? I went to the San Francisco game against the Dolphins, right? In San Fran, right? And then fucking Garoppolo went down, right? And then I said, oh shit. I was with my brother and my wife, right? I was like, oh man, we got this fucking game. A fucking goddamn fucking Mr. Irrelevant beat our fucking team to the fucking ground.
I know. It's like Tom Brady went in the 5th, or what round did he go? He went real fucking dead last.
All I
and
know
he's
is he was
literally the
199.
greatest quarterback to ever play. And then you have how many 1st rounders don't do shit? What about Jadeveon Clowney? What did he do?
Well, I don't
That's
see
a fact.
A-Chain getting injured or Jalen
It's
Wright
just
getting
like every number
That's a
1
fact.
pick don't really do shit. And I'm not saying Cam Ward ain't gonna do shit, but it's like what Devontae, who was the one who plays for Carolina? He was number 1 pick. Who the fuck? It's like how many times has the
story's still
Browns
been
selected a
written.
number 1 pick and ain't do shit with them?
That's a fact.
No, Tom.
Well,
It's
what's
like,
his name
honestly,
still?
I'd rather
His
get
story is
selected
still
in the
being
later
written.
round. I'd rather
What's his
get
name?
selected
Bryce
in the
Young.
later
The story
round.
is
You
still
trade
being
your first
written.
round pick for
Hey,
seven.
who?
The story's
Hey,
not over.
hey, Crypto. Who was talking right now? Who was talking?
Talk
Tom.
7.
Oh, dude, I fuck with you, dude. You know your shit. I
Thank
can fuck with you all day, bro.
Hey,
What? The
Grumpy.
problem with that is
Hey,
I
Grumpy,
can
you know
fuck with
what?
you all
Hey,
day, bro.
I appreciate
You
that.
know your shit, bro.
I appreciate that. I
No
I
way.
Hey,
appreciate
Grumpy.
that. I really do.
Grumpy, go out and buy some High Bar shampoo and then say that.
Yes, dude. No, I love it. I love it.
Oh shit!
Michael K. You
Bro, I
man,
can
Damn,
send
Michael
you.
K.
I
You
can
guys
send
are
you.
fucked up, man. Come on, man.
God damn.
It's like I just had it on my show last night. People are still running their mouth about Shedeur Sanders. Oh, he fell in the draft because of this. He fell in the draft because of that. But we ain't got no video showing the interviews and shit. It's just a bunch of
Yeah,
people
we got
running
video
their
of his
mouth.
gameplay, and his gameplay is
He fell in the
But
draft because
okay,
he
but I'm not
sucks.
speaking to that. They're not saying it's his gameplay. They're saying it's the interviews he gave.
Hey, so Tom, let me ask you that. Let me ask you. So you think Shadeur's gonna be good?
I mean, I think he has the capability
have seen him,
of making a
No,
difference.
I know.
on a
Hold on.
team.
I'm asking him a question, bro.
As of right now, I think he's a really good backup. I think he needs to be developed a little bit more. But yes, I think he can be a good quarterback if he gets developed right. I wouldn't put him out as a starter right now as a rookie. I wouldn't do it.
So just I want to comment on something you said, Tonk. It's like you're saying that everyone's down on him because of the specifically the interviews. Let's also not forget that it's not just the interviews. We can't look at it at just that. There's also his dad saying that we're only going to let him be drafted by who we want, where we want him to go.
I mean,
right? There's those comments that were made.
parents
There
don't
was
interfere
comments.
what his
There,
dad
he didn't actually work out at any of the things that he could have done. He could have done the Senior Bowl, didn't do it. Could have done the Shrine Bowl, didn't do it. Could have done the Combine.
You're right. No, you're
do it.
absolutely right.
Right?
And so, but
there's more. There's more than just your tape that these teams have to go through to kind of figure out if you're a match. And part of that is those workouts and the interviews, as well as what you're doing outside of the process, right? All of they take into account. And I'm sorry, but if you listen to his press conference that he had at the combine, right? The way he was talking and some of the things that he said about teams and if you're going to draft me and whatnot, you could kind of get the idea of what's being said about him in the interviews could possibly be true.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So,
I agree.
But I do understand your point of view on the fact that it solely shouldn't be on one thing and let's see what happens. So what if he's the 5th round? I agree with.
And I don't,
so what number you're drafted? He got drafted. I agree with all of that, right? But I'll be honest, bro. His play is so overhyped. If you watch the tape, it's mediocre at best. I don't understand why people think
that's what I'm saying.
He's a
saying.
specific player, bro. That's what I was trying to tell people. He's not going to get drafted high. I've been telling people this for the longest. He fits the Dolphins the best. He would have fit the Dolphins the best based on scheme and the players that we have. Other than that, he was bound to slide.
And I mean, his dad interfering is not making anything better, and that's part of the problem too.
All of the stuff that you guys are adding to the mix because it does add some value, especially these billionaire owners when they hear Deion Sanders says, "Yeah, my son ain't gonna play for certain teams." That's gonna make these billionaires grin and be like, "Who the hell is?"
I mean, it definitely can't.
Dictatorship, not him.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
it's like so that's gonna rub owners the wrong way, even if they need a quarterback or not. They'll use an example. I'd rather draft Dylan Gabriel.
Well, you know how you rub people the wrong way, Pete. You know how you rub the people the wrong way because of your fucking takes, bro. There's shit. There's shit.
Come on.
There's shit.
Come on now.
He holds the ball for 3 seconds on average. That's just not going to cut it.
So look. What I'm saying is, his dad did not help. His dad is kind of in the same category of what I was just speaking to. I feel in this predicament, I feel he's being more of a dad than a coach.
You know what's crazy? You say that.
Just hold on a second. And if he's gonna fail, he should fail all on his own. It should be because of his gameplay. It should be because of that, not because of what people are saying.
Mm-hmm. So no. But check this out, because
let the league figure it out if they want to. Let him succeed on his own or fail on his own.
He's gonna get ran out of the league. But check this out. You just finished saying right now out of your own mouth that Deion Sanders didn't help him get drafted, right? He hurt him.
Correct. I believe he did not help.
All right, but how many people out there were out of their own mouth screaming on these panels, other panels, national platforms, and everything. A lot of people were saying the only reason Shedeur Sanders is going to get drafted is because of who his dad is. So now there's a division. Now there's people saying that because of his dad, that's why he's drafted in the first round. That's why everybody's going to draft him because of his dad. Now you're saying, and there's not only you, a lot of people around that same group are saying now he didn't get drafted because his dad. So which one is it? Did his dad help him?
I'm
Did his
on the
dad
side
hurt
that
him?
it's not
I
because
mean, there's a big argument with that.
It's both ways. It's both
Oh,
ways.
it's both ways?
Yeah. Because hey, look, because check this out, Pete. Check this out. Because when your dad is a high profile person, right? And he's one of the greatest fucking players ever, bro, to play both ways, defense and wide receiver. Okay, so when your dad wants to throw you out there like you're the greatest fucking player that you need to be drafted in the first round, like you were supposed to be the #1 pick, bro, you're hurting him because he's not good. He's not that good.
Okay, that's
All right,
one
but hold on
way.
a second.
In
Now that's
Colorado,
one way. Before he
hold on,
loses a
hold
lung.
on.
Before he
Let
loses
me
a
let my
lung.
play.
Give us
Let
the
me let
other
my
way.
play. Let me let my play. Let me let my play. Let me let my play. Okay. Second of all, when he said when he's not gonna get drafted in the first or second round, fifth round, fourth, whatever it is, bro, your dad hurt you, bro. And especially because you don't know how to fucking act I don't know if your dad told you to act when they were interviewing you as a quarterback.
What are you talking about, bro?
Because you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You don't think that that GMs were asking him about quarterback position, bro? He was listening to music when he was getting interviewed.
Yeah. Look. All right.
Shut the fuck up, Pete.
So that's what Tonk is talking about there. Is like those kind of things. So like, Tonk, do you think that that's like a smear, or do you think that actually happened?
So look, all right, but look. Okay. Shiloh Sanders is not getting. I want to make a couple points here. They're not necessarily representing each other or anything. They're just points. Why isn't Shiloh Sanders getting this same attention?
Because he's not a quarterback. That's why.
Okay, but at the same time, it's like, what the hell is this? So that's one. Two, okay, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, had Shedeur on his team since Jackson State. So he's a very big reason why Shedeur has success. Regardless of what he says, he has helped his children make it into professional sports. Regardless of how much he has helped, and we've seen that because he was a head coach. So, given that, I don't know how much pull he actually so I only think that when he tries to insert himself in another way besides being the coach, as far as being the dad, he's hurting the Shedeur. But when he was being a coach to Shedeur, bringing him out, bringing him along his way, that was helping Shedeur succeed. And that's where I see Deion having an impact positively, but because he was a coach. I believe he was more of a coach than a dad. I think he was just more of a, I don't know. But
Tom, but you don't think that that Deion Sanders actually hurt him?
I think you're both right. I think his intention was positive, and ultimately it hurt him.
Yeah, and
it's a dynamic situation. I mean, he literally played on both teams that Prime was coaching, and so did his brother, and it's just not. It's a rare situation, right? It's so I think there's just a lot of dynamics to it, but I feel he is good enough to be on a team.
Tom, but he's not that good, bro. What did he do in What did he do in Colorado, bro? What did he do in Colorado? He didn't do shit.
I think he finished
Did he win it? Did he win a bowl game?
Yeah, but they did really good in Jackson State.
Oh my God! I'm talking about Colorado, bro.
I know you are. So I mean, I'm not going to argue against. I'm not going to argue that. That's a straight up stat, and that's what I believe has more to do with him falling than anything that was said about him.
Tonk, 1 month before the draft, I was at a conference in Chicago, and Dion was a keynote for like a motivational speech. And one of the things that stuck out to me that he said was that he feels he can manipulate the draft. He literally said that.
Oh, I mean, okay. So I mean, let's just say that he did have influence, and he did have actual influence over decision making instead of just being a coach. Then eventually Shedor's gonna fail because he didn't get in under all of his own pretenses. It was fabricated in some way, so he's gonna fail, or he's gonna do what he needs to do to where he could stay on a roster and help win.
So, Tom, do you think
we'll find out what happens? But speaking of what you said there, Joe Rist, in regards to manipulating the draft, I liked what Chris Carter, the Hall of Famer, said. Chris Carter said that with what Dion believed, with all of his friends and connections and networking that he had in the media and everything that he's done with different teams and whatnot, he thought it was enough to get him where he needed to be drafted that high, and it wasn't enough.
He might be the next Josh Rosen.
That's where I think is where Dion's faults are.
Josh Rosen had
have the right,
like Dan Marino, Pete.
He doesn't have the right people around him. That's the problem.
Next year.
So Ali and Joe Risk and Tonk and Crypto, let me ask you this, man. So you think that Shedeur Sanders is that good to be? He should have been picked in the first or second round.
No,
I think he had first round
where
talent.
he was. I wouldn't even.
I'll be honest with you.
If he went
one at a time. One at a time. Go ahead.
I think he was a fourth or fifth round talent. I thought the Saints were going to reach and go for him early, but I thought an appropriate spot was day 3.
Okay. What about you, Tom?
I think he could have even went as undrafted like his brother, and just get signed late. I don't see that as
that
a
would have
flaw,
been too
though.
obvious that they.
I don't think that's a flaw, though. I think that
they didn't want to make it that obvious.
Now he really has. Now he's really going to show if he's worth it or not.
Okay. So, okay. Hey, Crypto, what do you think? What round, Crypto?
I think he had first round talent based on this year's competition.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, based on his class. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna argue, bro. I'm not gonna say he's trash or not because he is trash, but I'm not gonna say it, right? But
you're saying the bar was lower this year at the quarterback position.
Hey, but Tong.
Bro, you need to get multiple masks so you can put on like a happy one, smiling one.
You're stupid, Tong. Hey, bro. Hey, Tong. Wait. Hey, where you located at? You're in Miami or no?
I'm in fucking Seattle.
Oh, what the fuck?
Holy fuck.
Oh my, he's in the gloomy state, bro.
Now, only if you let it. Not me, dude. I bring the sunshine.
Oh shit, you with Kurt Cobain, bro. You might get fucking goddamn.
Hey, dude, I'll tell you what. Being from someone that didn't grow up here, I'm the only person I see that wears Nirvana shirts. Dude, I got mad Nirvana shirts, and I'm the only person ever wearing
Hey,
them.
by the way, I will be going to Nirvana's house when I
know. I'm gonna go with you. Well, I'm gonna go with you somewhere. Hopefully, that's one of the places.
I want to go too.
Tell me if
Come
you
on
can
out
find
here,
the
man.
bullet.
Just let me know when you're here, dude.
Tell me if you find the bullet hole.
I already sent you the plane ticket, so you know when I'm coming.
Yo, dude, I got so much shit going on out here. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Hey,
I do
how's the
all
weather
sorts
over
of
there
shit
right now,
out here.
Tom? How's the weather over there, bro?
It's actually been sunny all day.
No shit.
I want to give a.
It's been sunny like all of Pete's takes.
Hey, I ran him off. He's gone. Thank
By
God.
the way, listen, Grumpy.
Oh damn, you run them off, Grumpy? Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Grumpy, please don't take offense to this, right? Okay.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I want to give a shout out to my favorite Mexicano in Finn's Nation. You're my second, Grumpy, just so you know. But my favorite Mexicano right here, Rafael Courtright in the building, my idol.
Oh,
What's
hell
up,
yeah,
Rafael
that's the
Courtright?
homie. Raphael's the homie.
Would you agree, man? That's one badass Mexicano, man.
Yeah. No, hey.
Yeah, but Shake,
Hey, I'm not gonna fight that one. I'm not gonna fight that one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but Shake, it's not. No, you can say that and not be offensive.
No, I know. I love Grumpy, but man, Rafael Courtright, that's my dude.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah. I'm the number 2 Mexican, I guess.
No,
For now.
I have no
For
number.
now.
I'm just joking, Grumpy. Y'all, man.
Nah, come on, bro.
So then, Shake, then
Hey,
you're
God,
the
it's
number
all
one
good,
Cuban.
bro. It's all good.
So,
It's all
Shake,
good.
then you're the number 1 Cuban.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to say something different.
No,
What?
you're gonna say Lewis.
No, what
You're
is
gonna say
it?
Lewis. That's all good.
Tony.
Tony's no, he ain't Cuban. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, Crypto, don't tell Tony that I call him a fucking Cuban, bro.
Oh, is he? Why? Is he Puerto Rican?
Hey, is he gonna be? What number is his Alcatraz number?
Rafael
Grumpy?
Courtright, hey, listen.
Was
Hey,
it
Grumpy.
0003?
Hey,
Grumpy,
no,
What's his number?
Tony is 0004, bro.
Hey, think about it like this.
0004.
Think about it.
All right.
Y'all are gonna love this. Sustainability is using what you already have, renewing what you already have. So them opening up Alcatraz and like fixing it up and getting it working again, that's a sustainable practice.
So me using my wife as a sustainable practice?
Dude, I have no idea what you mean by
Supposed to
that.
say that, Tom, but
I have no idea what you mean by
Fucking
that.
Tom, bro. Tom's crazy, bro.
It's not
Hey, how come?
it's sustainable to open up Alcatraz. Meaning it's just as sustainable not to send somebody to El Salvador.
Oh, come on, man.
Crypto, how
You know
come
what-
Tom,
you know
how
what
come
is
Tom
not
don't follow me,
sustainable?
bro?
You know what's not
Hey.
sustainable? People coming here and committing crimes.
Hey, shout out to my man CBA3 in the
Oh
building.
well, what's good? It happens. That's the byproduct of the human condition.
Hey, CB, hey, listen, hey, Grumpy. Hey, check
Yeah,
it out.
but you
Grumpy.
can't send American citizens over there when they commit crimes neither.
Crypto, how do you
What's
feel
not
about
sustainable is drinking, not following the Constitution, and then I'm not saying that you don't know and you're guessing of whether or not it's your duty to uphold the Constitution. That's not sustainable neither.
You say
We're gonna keep it a buck.
You say prostitution?
If we're gonna keep it a buck, if we're gonna keep it a buck, we're gonna say
Me and
it's
Crypto
unsustainable
are
for you
boys,
to
bro.
wobble around and say you don't know if you should be defending the Constitution when that's
Thank
your
you,
fucking
Crypto.
oath.
So
No, everything you do is automatically is suspect when you can't answer the basic fundamental question on upholding the United States Constitution, and that's your fucking duty. I don't want to hear nothing else.
I love Crypto. I love
By the way,
Crypto.
real quick, Grumpy.
That's a question you don't waffle on.
Anyway, Grumpy.
You say, yes, it's my job to uphold and defend the Constitution. You don't sit there in a goddamn interview and say, I don't know. When there was a
Shake,
direct
I
fucking
love
question.
Crypto.
Okay.
I love Crypto. Shake.
That's unsustainable.
I love Shake.
What about signing a deal?
It ain't no what about
No, but
nothing.
hold on a
It's
second.
against
Let
the
me
8th
talk.
Amendment of the
So
United
you can
States
talk, but I can't
Constitution.
talk?
The freaking
So you
of
can
course
talk,
you
but I
can.
can't talk. Okay.
It's against the 8th Amendment Constitution and due process, or the 5th Amendment and the fucking 9th and 10th Amendment due process, saying you cannot do that.
Why would there
Period.
be amendments?
All persons are granted due process. Now, I didn't say all U.S. citizens, all persons. That means all you need to do is be a person, a human fucking being, to be granted due process under our Constitution.
You gotta be a U.S. citizen. You gotta be a U.S.
No,
citizen.
you don't. No, you don't. That's not what it said. It didn't say all U.S. citizens. It said all persons. That's the fucking law. Miss me with that bullshit. It says all persons, not U.S. citizens.
All right.
So our Constitution covers everybody, right?
And it's fucking against the 8th Amendment of the fucking U.S. Constitution. The freaking goddamn fucking wrong to deport somebody, period. That's a U.S. citizen.
Can I talk?
Cruel and unusual punishment. Even your Orange Jesus mentioned that when he wasn't even fucking doing it. Go defend your Orange fucking Jesus. Go defend that fucking orangutan.
Can I talk?
Yeah, proceed. If you want to defend the Orange Jesus who wanted to dress up himself as a fucking papacy or the fucking Pope and define the fucking Catholic Church and his bio ass, go ahead, fucking defend him.
Hey, Crypto. So you're saying somebody that's in our
the Pope is a
You're saying somebody.
Yeah, where's your evidence? Where's your evidence that he is? The one who's pretending Donald Trump's a fucking pedophile.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, Donald Trump is a fucking pedophile. How about that? How about that? Donald Trump's a pedophile. He's over there talking. That's why he released the Epstein files, because he knows his ass is implicated in it. Because I don't give a shit about the fucking Illuminati. I'm talking about your fucking Orange Jesus. That's what I'm talking about.
You won't even let me talk. You just keep running your mouth.
I'm talking about your fucking Orange Jesus, motherfucker.
You just keep fucking yelling. You don't even let a motherfucker talk. How about that?
Yeah, I'm saying what I'm fucking saying because that motherfucker ain't upholding the fucking Constitution according to his fucking duty. So whatever he do don't mean shit to me.
All right, one. Right now, every person who is here not legally, okay? I'm not saying they're here criminally. Just let me talk. Just let me talk.
Every person is not fucking here illegally. That's the point.
Let me fucking talk. How about that?
Yeah.
Every person who is here not legally.
I said
motherfucker.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, hold on.
Great.
Listen. Y'all, we lean against him decorum. Crypto, let him speak, and then you can rebut.
Dude, he won't stop talking,
I thought
man.
the football
I
takes
can't
were
even
bad.
get
These are
a
even
point
worse.
out.
This is a wild announcement.
No, the Supreme Court, a 9-0 decision, bring the motherfucker that's a U.S. citizen back here and facilitate his way back fucking home. And that's all he needed to do as a bare minimum. Even fucking Uncle Thomas said you fucking need to bring the motherfucker back to this country. You got a no-nothing decision on the highest court in the fucking country, and you don't want to facilitate it.
Doing this. What the fuck are you talking about?
You defending this Orange Jesus.
I ain't defending shit, motherfucker.
Yes, you are.
I think you're both manic.
No,
yes, you are, motherfucker.
You just won't shut the fuck
because
up.
This fly shit that you saying.
Shut the fuck up. You never shut the fuck up.
You're right. I'm never shutting the fuck up as long as you keep defending that Orange fucking Jesus.
You won't even let me fucking talk, dickhead.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Talking about RBLK and Venezuelan fucking citizens. Don't do what the fuck they do. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Uphold your fucking job and do what the Supreme Court said.
Kiss my ass, bitch.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Put your point out now. I'm gonna bring up Crypto so he can rebut. Go ahead.
So, every person who is here illegally right now can log into an app and get paid money to deport themselves. 2, if you get pulled over with a bunch of gang members that are here illegally and you have all the same tattoos as them, that's your fucking fault if you get kicked out because of it. Free. I am not defending if somebody is sitting down there illegally. I'm not defending that. But the person you're talking about was caught sneaking people into this country that are fucking gang members. And you know what they do when they get here? They rape, they rob, they kill, they steal. I'm not like, what the fuck you want from us? All right, think about it like this. When I was in 8th grade, my mom was slammed in the back of her car by a dude that was here illegally, okay? She was permanently damaged for the rest of her life until she fucking died. So what the fuck is that her fault? Is that her fault that happened to her? Is it her fault that she didn't call and have him deported? Is that her fault that we had to go hound the fucking guy because he had no insurance? He had no nothing. She didn't even have his ass deported. Is that her fucking fault? You don't know fucking shit. So how about we're signing a mineral rights right now to go save a fucking country? We're about to go save Ukraine. How the fuck about that? And just because I fucking say anything about Alcatraz doesn't mean I support any other motherfucking shit. It's an independent fucking decision. And using something that was closed down, bringing it open again is fucking sustainable. You can't say fucking nothing about it. And if you want to bring up shit that ain't got nothing to do with it, that's your fucking problem.
All right. Go ahead.
First of all that mumbo jumbo salad, word salad shit, all of that shit don't work with me because my fucking family was killed by fucking U.S. citizens. It doesn't matter. The same fucking result, whether or not you're gonna fucking die at the hands of fucking somebody who quote unquote illegally here or not. Because most of the fucking crimes are committed by our fucking people that was born and raised here. The fucking federal government label white supremacists and KKK and hate groups as the #1 fucking threat. Homegrown fucking terrorism. So miss me with the so-called trying to play a sympathy card with me because I have family members that were slain by the hands of somebody that was born and raised in this fucking country. So the bottom line, whether you die at the hands is still a tragedy of somebody that wasn't born here, that was somebody born on the fucking moon. So I don't give a shit about none of that because I have family members that was born and slain by fucking people that was born and raised here in the fucking United States. So if that person was born in fucking Cancun or fucking Germany or the East Indies, it wouldn't make a fucking difference. The point is the motherfuckers died. It doesn't matter where the fuck they was born. So I'm not advocating to keep the motherfuckers here. They still deserve fucking due process. That's the fucking point. You have a procedure in which the fucking hold people fucking accountable. And you want to talk about papacy fucking pedophilia? The motherfucker that's in the fucking Oval Office is a fucking pedophile, fawning over fucking his own daughter when she was fucking underage. So miss me with this whole bullshit about the papacy being pedophiles. When this motherfucker's covering up the fucking Epstein files because he's gonna be implicated in the motherfucking shit. So miss me with that whole fucking outrage about the Catholic Church and all this other. We know how dirty these fucking churches are, but it don't excuse the motherfuckers that's freaking covering up shit that they know that's gonna come out on them. And miss me with this whole sustainability bullcrap. I put my money where my mouth is. I got fucking over 25 kilowatts of power on my fucking roof. I fucking believe this fuck I talk. I drive a fucking electric car. So don't miss me with this whole sustainability bullshit. I put my money where my mouth is. I put in thousands of dollars to put those panels on my fucking roof. I put in thousands of dollars to drive in a fucking electric car. So miss me with this whole I want to be sustainable bullshit. Because I put my fucking money where my goddamn mouth is. When did you littered your whole fucking property with thousands of fucking kilowatts, with thousands of kilowatts of solar power on your fucking roof? So don't try to make me feel bad because you said something about Alcatraz because you want to say, oh, because I mentioned Alcatraz is a thing to be sustainable. How about the fact you fucking follow the goddamn U.S. Constitution as being fucking sustainable as you're fucking upholding your fucking oath of office?
All right, cue the clown music.
I don't give a shit about none of that fucking bullshit that you talking about.
And don't
why
ever
the
come
fuck
on
you
my
didn't
show
and
either.
Shake? Why you didn't fucking
See what
put him
that
in the fucking
bullshit.
back when I
You
fucking
talk to
said
people like you
shut
know
the
them,
fuck
bro.
up.
That's the
Shut the
problem.
fuck up, because I wasn't
You
finished.
talk to people like you
Shut
know
the
them,
fuck
and
up.
you don't.
Yeah, you talk to people like you know them and you don't.
No,
So don't
you
miss me with
talk
this
to
whole
people like you know
sustainability
them.
bullshit. As if I'm not doing shit that's fucking sustainable. Like the fuck I said,
I didn't
I got a
say you
fucking
did it.
25
That's the
kilowatt
thing, dude.
solar
That's
power
the
generator
thing.
on
I
my
didn't
fucking
say
roof.
you did
So
it.
shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Don't tell me about some goddamn Alcatraz.
Don't tell me
Fuck
about
out of
shit,
here.
bitch.
Hey,
Don't
hold
tell
on.
me about
Hey,
motherfucking shit.
hold on.
I don't give a shit
Hey,
about
hold on,
fucking
bro. You
Alcatraz.
better, you better
Fuck
watch
you
yourself
and
how you
fuck
talk to crypto,
Alcatraz.
bro. You better watch yourself how you talk to crypto, bro.
Fuck you
Don't you
and
fucking come up in here and fucking talk shit,
Alcatraz.
shit,
I don't
motherfucker.
give a shit about fucking Alcatraz.
All right.
And I'm not gonna feel sorry because I don't approve of that bullshit. There's other ways to be fucking
You better
sustainable.
watch yourself how you talk to fucking crypto, motherfucker.
That's fucking other ways to be fucking sustainable. And I just showed you one of them. I put 25 kilowatts worth of power on my fucking goddamn roof.
Okay, good.
Fuck me, miss me with that bullshit.
I'll miss you like a moving target, motherfucker.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys,
Hey, you better watch yourself. Hey, you better watch yourself, boy. Hey, you better watch your fucking self how you talk to fucking
you
crypto
the
like
only one
that.
that believe in sustainable renewable energy. Fuck out of here.
All right,
I didn't say that. You're saying that I said that. I
Well,
didn't
you
say
try
that.
to throw that out there as if I was poo-pooing on Alcatraz. Okay, so what? That's my fucking
What are you
opinion.
talking about, dude? I didn't
That's
say
my
anything
fucking
like
opinion.
that.
I think we could do much better than fucking what we trying to do with Alcatraz as a fucking distraction. Because the real bottom line, all it is a fucking distraction from what the fuck he's doing.
We need to protect our
That's the
fucking
fucking
schools
is.
better. That's what the fuck we need to do.
Oh yeah, as a fucking
Hold on. Let me get a control of this here.
See why the
All
football.
right, listen, both of y'all, do me a favor. Let us move off this topic. Y'all both said y'all piece. Do me a favor. I gave everybody an opportunity to speak their mind. All right, let's change the subject, please. Thank you.
Well, with that being the case, let's talk
Yeah,
about
we could change the fucking subject from that fucking orange Jesus that the motherfuckers worship. I'm sick of it. I had it with all them motherfucking disgusting pigs.
Okay, good.
That's a fact.
So anyway, let's go talking about what y'all guys think that who are y'all going to looking forward to seeing in your training camp battles?
Hey, are we at 90 players? Did we cut to that?
Wait a minute, how many tight ends do we have right now on the roster?
We got Doug.
Okay, we got Julian Smith. We got Julian Hill. Okay, we picked up undrafted guy Kanye.
Yep, and then Tanner Connor and Rucci.
Oh boy.
I kind of think Conyers. I think we're gonna keep Jonah, right? Obviously, and then I think we're gonna keep two more tight ends. To be honest.
Well, Ali, I think one of them might be Kanye. Well, I shouldn't say it, but I like.
Conyers a hell of a blocker, man. I would definitely consider him.
Yeah, they're gonna be creative.
And for the fucking record, Barack Obama has more deportations the legal way on his watch than any president in fucking U.S. history.
Why did he
you
have to
pounding the
circle
fucking
around to
table
that?
for Barack
Enough.
Obama?
Who cares?
Yeah, you're right. You don't fucking care. Because you know what the black man was the one that was deporting all the fucking illegal immigrants, and you motherfuckers were pounding the table saying he was doing a good job. Fuck out of here.
Out of his mind.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, didn't Shake Money say enough is enough?
Come on, let's continue. Let's talk about
Fuck
the dog.
you, Michael K. Because you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, because I hit to the heart of the matter. That black man that was in charge deported all those illegal immigrants the correct way, and you motherfuckers got an orange orangutan doing it illegally. And you motherfuckers want to hoop and holler about how great he's making America great again. How about the fucking stock market that fell fucking over 15 percentage points? And how about these fucking tax wars that's being fucking launched that's causing grocery prices to stay fucking high?
Crypto, can you?
That's affecting my fucking bank account.
Listen,
How'd they get there, Crypto?
And the truckers are going fucking mad because roads and dry docks, nuts no fucking plate on the fucking docks.
Crypto, can we please change the subject, please?
And I'm near and dear to the fucking trucking industry. Them
We'll change the
motherfuckers are
subject anyway.
crying the
How
blues
disrespectful
because
do you
them
have to be to Shake?
motherfuckers are hurting.
Crypto, goddamn crypto. Can you please change the subject, man?
You give zero fucks about other people. Shake's asked you multiple times, and you just keep rolling, dude.
You don't. I don't give a fuck about what you say neither.
Of course you don't.
Hey, crypto, can we change the subject, please?
Yeah, I know you want to assimilate and agree with the fucking orangutan too.
I know. We listen. It's not about the orange orangutan. We could save that for another subject. Come on, let's go back to the Dolphins, man. Please.
No, them motherfuckers want to put them fucking 2 cents in.
Damn, crypto. What did I do to you? To
Not you, Shake. I'm talking about the other fucking people on the fucking panel, not Grumpy or Mr. Polk or Ali.
I understand, but can we change
The other 2 people that put their fucking 2 cents in because they know.
My 2 cents was Shake asked you to shut up, and you circled back to it. That was my 2
Shut
cents.
the fuck in because I went off on your guy, your Orange Jesus. That's why. Because if I was defending that motherfucker, you would have nothing to say.
Damn, crypto, please. Let's change the subject.
You have
one
zero
more time,
respect
please.
for Shake.
Let us change the
That's
subject.
the end of it. I mean, he's asking.
I actually agree with Joe Rist.
Okay, it's a fucking easy.
All right, that's fine. Listen, can we change the subject, crypto, please?
No, okay, that's fine, Shake. It's nothing against you. That's against them 2 fucking orange cons.
Subject, please. I understand. Look, we can have this debate any other time, but let's just change the subject.
I know that backdoor slick shit. I ain't buying it. I'm fed up with them fucking MAGA fucking people. I despise them all.
Hey, you know what? Canada's taking applicants.
I didn't even vote for Trump. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
So anyway,
Shut up.
listen. So let's talk about rookie minicamp. What did you guys think?
Okay, well, hit dog with Holiday and Joe Wiz. If you didn't vote for him, congratulations. I know who else was supposed to be a trucker on this panel who voted for him and Kim booty clapping for him.
Damn. All right, crypto, come on, man. Come on, crypto. Come on, please.
You're just fucking.
God damn, what
shitting out of
what
your
did I
mouth
do to you
right
to have you disrespect me like this, bro? Come on, man. Listen, I understand how you feel about MAGA. I understand. My wife feels the same way.
No,
But
I'm in the all-out war. It's war with me with them, bro.
Let's just finish talking about mini camp or whatever. Anything Dolphins. If not, we'll just shut it down and we'll have a good night. As you know what I'm saying? I don't want to. This is something that I don't want to talk about. Can we agree to that, crypto, please?
Yeah, if any one of them even hint at going in that direction, they gonna get a fucking hell unleashed on them.
All right. So anyway, what do you guys think about the rookie minicamp? Has anybody
We were
heard
talking
anything
about the
rookie
tight
minicamp?
ends when that got interrupted, so I'd like to keep talking about the tight ends.
Oh yeah,
Proceed
yeah.
then.
So
Ain't nobody stopping you. Go ahead, proceed. Talk about the fucking tight ends.
So
They're not gonna help us win the Super Bowl. We're winning fucking 3 games.
I do agree with that. We are going to win only 3 games. So I want to say I kind of think we're going to keep Conyers. I think we keep him. Richie is the interesting one because he did very well until he got injured last preseason. So he's someone to kind of keep an eye out on too.
Who you say, Ali?
The kid from Wisconsin, Richie or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he hurt?
He was injured last season. That's why he didn't. Yeah, but I will say this though. You know how we kind of feel that we've shelved Taj Washington, right? You know how we shelved him. I kind of think that might be a new model for the Dolphins when they have a lot of players they like, and they feel like they don't. It's too expensive, to let go who's ahead of them, right? And maybe that's not worth it to them, but they don't want to let the player go. I could see them shelving a couple of these players, to be honest, until that other person's contract runs out, and then the next season they'll probably make the roster. Kind of like what happened with Taj Washington. That's what I think is going to happen, to be honest.
How many players can you do that with, though?
I know it's limited, but I could see them doing stuff like that.
What about the offensive line, though? I mean, I'm assuming Ike is the backup guy. Who else is backing up there?
Eichenberg.
We got Eichenberg. We got that other guard / tackle from the Bears, Borom or whatever his name is. There's him. That's the biggest question. In fact, I expect us to bring in more offensive linemen soon, to be honest, because that's something we really need.
Yeah.
Come out with the second
Hey,
wave.
Crypto.
Yeah, what's up, Grumpy?
Hey, I'm gonna send you a DM in a little bit, bro.
Hey, by the way, speaking of DM, Grumpy, what I was meaning to tell you is, I sent you on the Twitter. Raphael Courtright. Raphael Courtright was in the blender with me. I sent you the episode that he was on, so you can watch it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah.
Sorry, hey, Grumpy, you was interrupted. A phone call came in. I didn't hear you.
I'm gonna send you a DM.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. Okay, and no, I didn't hear you because a phone call kept coming in.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it, bro. Hey, Crypto, you good?
No, I'm good. No, I'm fine, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey. Hey,
people, bro.
No. Hey, Crypto. Hey.
Camel's back, bro.
Yeah, no. And look, Shake, I'm not gonna bring it up, and I'm not gonna be doing none of that. But
it's not. It's more so that it's more so that I'm a veteran. That's what's really getting under me.
Crypto. I get it, bro. I understand you, bro. And you're passionate, bro, and I love it, bro. I love it because what the facts that you say, bro, the shits that you say, and I fuck with you, Crypto. You know that, though. You know that, and Shake Money does the same way. You know what I mean? So we need to respect what Shake's trying to do here. You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets in the way.
I get it, Grumpy, and I apologize.
Yeah. And sometimes it gets in the way. Sometimes it gets in the way. You know what I mean?
Crypto, you know I have nothing but love for you, bro.
So many personal levels so deep past me being a veteran and being hurt by this man.
Yeah, no, understandable.
I can't accept certain shit.
Crypto,
you know I still got love for you, bro.
I agree with most of the things you're saying. I agree with you, but like I said, this not the with me. I'm not gonna dish it up because it's gonna make my blood pressure go. But anyway, what do y'all think about the wide receiver Armstrong, the undrafted wide receiver we picked up?
He's the only one that's got a shot out of him.
Yeah.
By the time we need a run blocker, like Michael K was saying earlier, we do need a run blocker because we don't have any.
Armstrong can block.
That was the one thing I hate about when we got rid of Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry was, I think, the last I could say the true last wide receiver that was a dog and a run blocker for the team.
Well, he was. And what gives me shake is that people put him, people trashed him when he was with our team, but I like Jarvis Landry because he had that dog mentality, and I mean he go out there and do what he got to do to make our team a winner. I just don't get why.
Which Armstrong can block, by the way.
What about this new guy from Westbrook?
From Tennessee, Westbrook and Nietzsche can block as well. He's actually one of the best wide receiver for blocking as well.
Oh, let's not forget that free agent tight end we picked up. They say he's a nasty blocker. What's his name? The free agent that we picked up.
For the record, Tony, you a fucking clown.
Who?
Farrell?
Yeah, they say he's a nasty blocker. I don't know if he can catch, but they say he's a nasty blocker.
Hey, man,
I forgot about him. Oh, is there a prop? Can y'all hear me?
Mm.
Oh, okay. No, y'all got to excuse me because StreamYard been acting kind of funny with me, so.
Yeah, StreamYard has been acting kind of funny. By the way, what's this Panther score?
Hey, Shay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
4-4. 4-4 right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're not gonna beat the Maple Leafs, bro. Hell no. It's not looking good, bro.
Uh-oh.
Are you watching the game too, Grumpy?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not looking good, man.
I did a lot better betting in the first round.
WWE wrestling.
Hey, so let me ask you something, man. Let me ask all of you guys something. Y'all planning to go to the first game, the Dolphins game, or no?
Nah, not the first game. I know I'm gonna be there. Fan club weekend with my man Crypto.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for that game. But I'm gonna be there for the first game, the fan club, and then the last game, and then I'm gonna go for 3 away games. It all depends when. Hey, Crypto, did they leak out the fucking schedule for when we play Pittsburgh?
Not yet.
Oh shit!
I think the only supposedly, I don't know how true this is, but we're supposed to be playing the Washington Commanders Week 11 in Barcelona.
Yeah,
I don't know how true that is.
I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a rumor of the Bengals in Madrid?
No. It's the Commanders.
That's what they're. That's what.
Do we know when fan club weekend will be?
They said Week 11.
It's the same.
Joe Burrow was like saying, "Please let this be true." That was the original rumor. Was the Bengals?
Well, I mean,
yeah, because
so
it was
if
supposed
that
to
changed, that's probably likely then that it is the Commanders.
Hey, so let me ask you guys something then. Can I ask you guys something? What do you think Ali Gordon III is gonna be? Is he gonna take over Jalen Wright's second spot, or what do you think?
Oh boy, that's a toughie because I went back and looked at his highlights. Man, he got some. He's very impressive, and also I think he's underrated. But yeah, he could.
I love
Jalen Wright.
Hey,
I don't think he takes Jalen Wright's spot. I think he's going to be the situational 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, or the goal line running back. That's what I think.
So you think you think he's going to be the bruiser, Ali?
He's going to be the bruiser.
Okay. I agree.
And but I will tell you this though, I'm not going to lie, bro. I watched tape. I think Ollie Gordon has impeccable hands ability with his. He can catch the ball and run, bro, and he does it very, very well. I won't be surprised, and I know this is a hot take. I won't be surprised at some point we may not have to throw the ball to Achane every time.
Yeah.
Once they get Ollie going, I kind of feel that he could pick up some of those catches off of Achane and give him a breather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ali, what number is he getting? Do you know?
Oh, I think it was like 31. I think they give him.
By the way, here's a hot take. That remember that edge, Mo Camara. I think Mo Camara is going to be step it up this year.
He needs to, bro. He didn't do nothing for me last year, so he definitely needs to.
Was he injured also?
No, he wasn't.
So how come he didn't play last year?
That's
he just couldn't get on the field, bro. It wasn't working out. So
Anthony Weaver just sit him out?
Yeah, I kind of think he needed I think he didn't have like the size right or something, or they just couldn't fit him in.
Was Cameron?
I don't know.
Or other people slotted over him?
So you think now? Oh, hey Ali. So you think now that he went to what was his name? What was our fucking defensive end that went to
Minnesota?
What was his name?
You talking about Van Ginkel?
Van Ginkel, yes.
No.
Talking about Calais Campbell?
No, the other one. The other one we had.
Agba,
yes.
He's gone. He's gone.
Agba went to Minnesota?
Okay.
No, Agba went to, I think the Jaguars. He went somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. So you think that Albach left? You think Kamara's gonna get more playing time?
Yeah, he's
No.
on the Jaguars.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
You don't need to, because now you got
Yeah,
three
he's on the Jaguars.
perfectly
Yeah.
capable starters. You got Chubbs, you got Phillips, you got what's his name, Chop Robinson. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And we brought back what's his face, Color's favorite player, the kid out of Cali, that he performs, but he gets injured like really quick every time.
Cameron Good.
What's his name?
Hey,
Cameron Good. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we just signed,
Jadeveon Clowney is available now. He got let go like yesterday.
Yeah, no. And
we just signed another long
time.
snapper. We just signed a long snapper named Joe Cardona.
Yeah,
the guy out of Alabama.
From the
Oh, that's
I thought
what
we got
he's
a player
from?
from the Patriots, though, right?
Oh, hey, Cardona, that's my cousin, bro.
Well, tomorrow is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Hey, by the way,
no shit, mother. Hey, you got a birthday, on the Mexican Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, listen, it's about to be 10 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate everybody who came through, and even you, Michael K. I appreciate you for coming through as always, man. Yeah, man. Tomorrow we will be doing the W Energy Drink wrestling talk Wednesday. Special guest Chef Jew, the 3rd annual schedule release with Chef Jew. Last year was with the Finn's Tailgate. The first year was with when he was in the blender. So Chef Jew will be on with us this Wednesday to talk about the schedule release, and it's going to be some exciting stuff. And of course, I'm always going to do the drive time and Insomnia. We're doing a Mother Day special with Crypto, right? Crypto. We're gonna give a shout out to all the mothers out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, well, if I can I get a quick shout out, Shake, a quick shout out, Crypto and Shake. Hey, to all the mothers out there, man, nothing but love, and thank you for everything you guys have done, especially my mom and everybody's mom, and living or not, right? But hey, we love you guys, and especially my wife too. All you guys' wives, and hey, man, the moms are the best, bro.
Yeah.
They're better than dads, bro. I can tell you that, man. Mom always got your back, bro. So much love to the much love to the mommies, bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Dad's got your back. Hey, listen.
Second that, Grumpy.
Dad's got your back too, unless you do something stupid. Then you're on your own.
Yeah, hey, Shay. Hey, Shay. You already know where I was going at. You know I was going at, but hey, but you know what? When mom always takes care of you, bro. She tries to hide that shit. You know what I mean? From dad. So
hey, listen.
I mean.
My dad, whenever I like, for instance, whenever I would do something bad, right? My dad, the first thing, like, for instance, if I hit, like, say, for instance, I burn my hand on the stove, my mom would like, oh, mi hijo. My dad was, ¿Quién te mandó a hacer eso? ¿Quién te mandó a hacer eso?
Yeah, bro. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. And every time I used to do something stupid out there, bro, and you know, I get caught, whatever, my dad used to fucking goddamn tell me what the fuck are you doing? This and that, babe.
Well, guess what? He goes, oh, you did? Okay, fine. Get yourself out of it.
Bro, I got a story to tell you guys backstage. Stay backstage. I'll tell you a story after.
Oh man, can we? Hey, Shay, can we go backstage, Shay?
Yeah, we're backstage, yeah. If y'all down backstage, so. All right, man. So see y'all tomorrow morning at 11:30. For the
nothing but love, Shake. Nothing but love. Nothing but love, Shake.
Hands up, everybody. We out this.
Hands up.
If I can find it, here it goes.